Hurt in a car? Call our sponsor, William Matar. 844-444-4444. With a focus on motor vehicle accidents, the team at William Matar has handled thousands of cases like yours. Let them help you get the money you deserve after a motor vehicle accident. Rideshare, truck, motorcycle, car, only call William Matar. 844-444-4444. We made it, guys. We actually made it. It's our first post-Drought episode.
It's exciting, but kind of sad at the same time. It's
No,
like,
it's not.
Damn.
I
An era
feel like
is
I'm
gone.
mourning something. Like a part of my... It's almost like, like you're saying a symbolic goodbye. I mean, in a sense, like, how you always like have these symbolic goodbyes for like, I don't know, your childhood. Like, oh, that was the day like my childhood died, or I said goodbye to it. Dude, it's been 15
What
years.
level of
10
Stockholm
when
syndrome
this started.
is this? What
It's a
level of
lot,
Stockholm syndrome
dude.
are we
It's a
on right
lot.
now? I get it.
Listen.
It's a huge era of this franchise, a bad era. We say goodbye. You say goodbye to things.
A
This
funny
is-
era, though, too. Like, that's part of it. There's a lot of
It brought me
memories.
so much joy at small points.
Sabres
Those
Twitter.
moments of joy were so good.
Sabres Twitter is the way it is and was formed by this beast. It was.
And it'll never be the same.
No. Not after
I can't even
the other night.
Like I can't even say that like we were like a big part of it because we didn't really enter the picture till like COVID-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Like even just the Twitter scene in like 2017, 18, 19 when it was really like forming an identity as the Sabres just kept getting further and further down the ladder. Hey, it was just a whole different landscape. And it's funny like last night it's just that loss is such the end of the world for so many people, and I understand why. But it just shows how quickly things have just changed.
The
same day,
expectations have changed.
Like it is the day that we have been waiting for 15 years, and people probably had trouble going to sleep last night. Like some people were like, "God damn it, that loss pissed me off. I can't sleep." They're tossing and turning and checking the standings and like being like, "Oh, this isn't looking good." All of a sudden, and
Getting passed by
that's the
Montreal.
that's the era we've entered. The drought, the Buffalo Sabres playoff drought, is over. There will be playoff hockey in Buffalo again.
Not to put a damper on Jonah's mood here, but he officially has a loss in his preseason predictions column because he said they are not breaking the drought this year.
That's right. I don't think me and Christian have
Damn
ever
it.
picked against the
We win,
Sabres. We've always said they'll make the
JP,
playoffs.
we're ahead, JP.
We finally did it. We finally did it.
It was a weird feeling because you unlike the Bills drought, like which is completely unexpected, you saw this coming for a while. But when the clock hit zero during that Rangers Detroit Red Wings game, it was like a weight just got lifted off of this fan base.
It's such a good way to describe it. This has been. I feel like Christian has been the guy to be like, I'm waiting till it happens. Like I'm not counting my chickens before they're hatched.
Yep.
But I feel like for most people, and like for me, like I'm just like this is just a matter of when. Like it's going to happen.
Me too.
And still, like when I saw the clock hit zero, and like my team was not involved in that game whatsoever. There were completely different other playoff implications. Like it's not the setting that you imagined for the drought to break. But still, when Gabe Perreault hit the finished off his natural hat trick, and then finally when the clock hit zero, it's like, wow, man, like they did it. They did it, and it's really hard to put into words. It's almost like like the Bills moment was almost, I don't want to say like overshadowed, but the hype of the Bills breaking the drought was also somewhat tied to the absurdity of the play, of the events that led up to it. like you're almost just as captivated by the fact that Andy Dahlin just converted 4th and 12 with seconds to go in this game
At almost
on
midfield.
top of the drought breaking at midfield. And with the Sabres, it's like this feeling was firm. The feeling you got was firmly attached to the fact that the drought was broken. There was nothing else sort of in the way. So you really just got to bask in that moment, just to feel it. And it was a lot quieter of a moment, more so than the way the Bills did it. But still, just relief. A sense of wonderful, beautiful relief.
It was euphoric. I mean, it was like right when it happened, I was watching the game. I was like, oh, this is really going to happen. This is going to happen. Then once it actually happened, I went on Sabres Twitter and I saw all the tweets and all the videos.
Clinched graphics. Like,
yep. It was
X next to the username.
The X next to the name.
Yep.
That's like when somebody goes like Facebook official or Instagram official. Like, it's like, oh, it's real now. It's real.
Yeah.
And
even watching the post game show of the Red Wings game, that was the first thing they let off with. It was like, this
is
like
man.
I pass it to you now.
Yeah.
You are now the torchbearer.
That was like low key the funniest thing that I thought about was like the team that lost, which made us clinch, is now holding the longest NHL current drought. I was like, it's perfect.
And it's probably going to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think JP summed it up very nicely. Just going on Twitter after seeing all the sickos and all the casual fans and even the bandwagoners, and the national media just, throwing their flowers. It's been a long time coming. We've suffered a long time. And again, it was like a huge weight got lifted off of every single fan who's rooted for this team through some of the worst moments and moments that were covered in Jonah's Iceberg video that you should go give a watch. Man, just it's kind of indescribable, but at the same time, just you're right. It went right back to business as usual after, we were like, we got a game to play tonight, and rain on the parade.
Right back to reality. That was, that was like, honestly, that's a good bookend to the drought. The day the drought died, you know what? We needed one more stinker.
We need a loss.
We had to. Just like one more encore. Band goes off stage. Crowd want, no, we want one more song. Come back out. We need one last set. And the Sabres, they gave us one last drought performance.
Yes, they did.
More on that.
It's incredible that it ended, but I mean, at least compared to the Bills one, which we already said, but I feel like it was the most anticlimactic way to end a drought.
Just
I mean,
fine.
It's not even like we didn't do it ourselves, but it's like if we would have done it let's just say we did it Thursday night, even if we lost, we lost that game, but let's just say another team lost and we were clinched Thursday night. Like, at least we were playing at the same time. Like, I was at home with my family watching the game. I'm sure most people were just sitting on their couch. It's a Saturday afternoon, sitting alone watching the game, and they clinch. It's like, I was hoping I would be around people celebrating. I mean, I'll be honest, our friends had plans to go out after the Sabres game, but the stinker kind of dampened the mood.
Kind of ruined that parade.
Yeah, but I just feel like, in general, I don't know. I'm so glad it's over, and it's euphoric and a feeling I had never felt, but was very anticlimactic. And even the fact that we knew we were going to make the playoffs for probably about a month now. So it's like you were preparing yourself. It's not like
Just
you're
how the
really in a
league
dogfight. Yeah. So it's like, glad it's over. I do wish there was a better send-off to the drought, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, so that's just my thought on it. Like 22-23, if we would have made it, it's like, holy shit, we would have gone nuts. This year, it's like, okay, we know we're going to make it, and we have higher expectations. So we don't even care just about making the playoffs. Let's go win a round or two.
Spot on. Spot on. Folks, welcome back to another episode of the Sabre Report podcast. My name is Jonah.
I'm Christian.
And I'm JP.
And we are here to talk about a droughtless Buffalo Sabres franchise. But before we get more into that, I do just want to take a second to promote our Patreon, patreon.com/the Sabre Report. TSR patrons get access to a lot of benefits and perks and additional content, including ad-free episodes of the Sabre Report podcast, bonus Sabre Report overtime episodes every week, shout-outs at the end of each episode, live commentary streams. We got a live stream planned later this month before the playoffs, and even a whole bonus podcast, TSR After Hours, where we let loose, have some fun, talk about stuff other than the Sabres, although at this time of year, there's a lot of NHL stuff to talk about. I mean, somehow in the last week, we've had 2 head coaches fired, a GM fired. Crazy. Just what an absurd season that this has been. I mean, truly absurd. And there's still a lot more to go and a lot more stuff to talk about. So again, that's patreon.com/the Sabre Reports. Thank you to the patrons that do support us. We couldn't do it without you. And for those that are not patrons already, we hope to see you there. All right. JP, you brought up the 22-23 Sabres, and I wasn't going to touch on it, but I got to do it now. If there was ever a team that deserved to break this drought, even if it was just to go on and get pumped in 4 games, God damn it, it was that team. I was doing the iceberg, and I got to the Alex Tuch offside entry, and I was just like, son of a bitch, why? Something about legs and feet that season. We got a Hick going into the net, screwing their playoff chances. We got Alex Tuch not being able to drag his feet another 2 inches onside. God damn it, dude. That team so deserved to break this drought. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you go to the locker clean out for that season, and they were all just devastated. Alex Tuch saying, like, we want to be playing right now. We feel like we deserve to be playing. And they made it case to be.
I still remember Kyle Poso crying when they lost to New Jersey to be eliminated. And it just broke them. Like, they got hot at the end of the season. Like, you really believed. I still remember when they walked off the ice at MSG the night before. And it's like, I don't even think this season, maybe this season has given me that high a few times. Maybe like during the winning streak or 05-06 night. But, man, that feeling when Middlestat buried that shootout game winner and Levi stoned Panarin and it was Panarin and Zibanejad, and like he stonewalled everybody aside from like one player, and to keep the Sabres' chances alive. And I'm like, damn it, like I really believe that season and that team. I wish they had done it, like there is so much relief that they broke this drought this year, but I just wish that team would have done it.
Yeah, well, maybe Lindy Ruff purposely ended that season so he could come back and end it himself.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
It's like, all right, guys. I didn't want you guys to break it. I'm coming back, and I'm gonna.
I'll be there soon. You guys just wait right there. I'll be there in a bit. So I brought this up on Twitter because I was feeling opinionated after they broke the drought, but I think I still stand by it. I think Lindy Ruff deserves a statue now.
Yes.
You think?
I think he does, man. I was having this debate with somebody because they were opposed to it. And, because, Lindy Ruff doesn't have any, cup accolades, doesn't have many, how many banners does he have? You got the Eastern Conference Championship in 99, division title in 07, President's Trophy 07, and division title in 2010. But I'm just like, I don't like statues really, at least here. doesn't feel like they're accolades based. Like if you really think of, like you can apply that logic to the French Connection. You know, all three of them got a statue sitting right outside the main entrance, and not a lot of no hardware there.
They made a cup final.
They made a cup final. Lindy Ruff's made one.
True.
Got closer than they did.
You think it's like more of a thing where it's like players deserve statues, not coaches? Or I mean, I know we've been talking about giving Rick a statue. That hasn't happened. I mean, but he has a banner and he has RJ Way outside the stadium or the arena. I don't know. Do you think that has anything to do with it? Like they kind of want to keep it player based?
I suppose if that's their argument. I just feel like statues are like it's accomplishments, but it's almost like Lindy Ruff has now just accomplished something that's greater than. I feel like it goes beyond. I shouldn't say it goes beyond a Stanley Cup. Obviously not, but it gets to that level. Like this guy got fired. The entire drought happened. Came back, had a awful, horrible, disaster year where everybody was calling him over the hill and a joke of a hire. Every which way. And even into this year, like you were starting to hear whispers, when Kesselring was brought in, if the Sabres keep losing this, the rest of December, like maybe they go and do what the Islanders did today. Their whole thing was we hired Pete DeBoer because we wanted to get ahead of the coaching cycle. Like, do the Sabres go out and do that? And things just clicked. The players bought in. They went 33-6-2. And now they're back in the playoffs. Still with a chance to win the division. He's still the favorite for Coach of the Year. And he broke the drought. And, that's on top of, being a part of... What percentage of games has he been a part of in this team's history?
Oh, my goodness.
Like in the 30s or 40s?
I mean, he's
been
50s? Been part of the organization every single decade that the team has been alive.
Yeah. 70, he came in
played
79.
In the 70s, played in the 80s, coached every other decade since.
Is it in the 50s? I feel like at one point in time it had to have been in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Like before he got fired, it had to have been in the 50s. And I don't know.
Maybe
I just think
more than that.
He's just. I feel like he's there.
I mean, for crying out loud, if Doug Peterson has a statue outside of the Eagles stadium, I mean, like, come on, guy. Like, I guess it makes a pretty solid case.
But he's got he's got the
a
Super Bowl,
championship.
so it's
I know it's with Nick Foles.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I know it's kind of like this. Like we honored the 05-06 team this year, and I know that we didn't give them a statue, but I remember I know somebody in Buffalo that's a Carolina fan somehow, but he was like, "Why are you guys celebrating this?" And it's kind of hard to describe, but it just had that effect. And I feel like Lindy Ruff has now done that. He's the greatest coach that this team will probably ever have, even if, I guess a championship, for some people is going to rule overall. Mm-hmm. But I think what Ruff's done here, how he's viewed in terms of all-time winning, and if he gets a second Jack Adams this year, I don't know. I think I'm for it.
I mean, you think about it too. You think about it too. Like the franchise is just sputtering, just in an all-time tailspin since he left through the drought. So many years where you just saw dwindling attendance, and COVID hit, and it just made everything worse. And they weren't good coming out of COVID. They traded all their star players, and he came back, had one bad season, turned it around the next season, and everyone came back so quickly. It feels like just rejuvenation of a franchise. And he had a major role in that. He had a major role in that.
I mean, there was really nothing. There was nothing done to this team roster-wise. I mean, I guess Oslin came back onto the roster and Alex Lyon was starting games again, but there was no big acquisition that changed things. It was the pieces that were here, and it was Lindy Ruff's team that did this. This whole run it's him. It's his team. It's what he did with it. And, he came out of retirement to do this. He wasn't going to do it, but he did because he loved the city, and it probably broke his friggin' heart to see what had happened. And, same thing. He could have walked away at the end of last year, or I don't know. They could have started a succession plan with Seth Appert or something. I don't know. But no, he stuck around, and look at where they are. It's friggin' incredible. That dude is... we talked about... You can go back and listen to our episode from when he was hired, and I think JP said it. He was like, he's going to be a cult hero forever if he just breaks the droughts. He's done that, and then some. And then some. He's given everybody an incredible season to remember. It's... The playoff run could end badly, and it would obviously stain this season, but they're a 100-point team with 5 games to go. It's just incredible. And I think he's just hit statue status.
To sound like a nerd, if my calculations are correct, I think he has coached or played in, and this is just regular season, 44% of all Sabres games. I mean, that's an unbelievable number.
Incredible.
He played in about 600, coached about 1,900. No, 1,300. Sorry, 1,300. I mean, he's close to 2,000 games in total. If he comes back next season, he'll get to 2,000 games in total as a player and as a coach with the Sabres.
Is he in the Hall of Fame yet?
No.
Okay, well that is obviously going to be step one.
Yeah, do we think Lindy Ruff's do you think he's a Hall of Fame guy?
Yeah, borderline.
What would you prefer? What do you think? What would you prefer if you had to pick one? Would it be banner or statue?
I'm
feel
leaning
like statues.
I'm leaning
Statues got to be
statue.
Why not
higher.
both?
I'm leaning
But
statue.
statue's got to be higher honor, right? Is statue considered a higher honor? I feel like it's got to be, right?
Yeah. Technically. I still feel like being up in the banners.
Like there's no face to that,
I guess
right? Like you
there's
walk
less
past, you're like,
statues.
yeah. Statues, I feel like are definitely higher status.
Where would they put
But he
it?
should be up in the rafters at some point, too.
It's a good question. I mean, look, there's genuinely, now that Party in the Plazas are dead,
Rip.
you can just stack that with statues.
Yeah.
Isn't that, like Leafs Row, right? Leafs Legends, what do they call it? Legends Row?
Legends Row. Yeah.
Like, just, they should just start doing that. Just have, like, a hallway of statues leading into the arena. I mean, that was the whole reason for the plaza. Right? At first, I would just, I think it's fine. I genuinely think it's, like, I think some people are going to miss the plaza because that's
They
what it
still
used to
do
be.
some stuff
That was the
there.
spot.
Memories. Yeah.
Their pre-party, I guess, is still going to be there.
They still, before the home opener, they always do stuff. But, I mean, hey, this is what Canal Side was built for. This is why Terry Pagula
Yeah.
put so much money. It's probably what he was. It's like, I put millions of dollars into this. We're going to use this space.
Mm-hmm.
So and I think that's fine. It's a lot. It's meant for venues like that, and I'm sure that those parties are going to be fun.
More room.
I think the plaza.
More room.
I think they should just stack the plaza with statues now.
Might
Put
as
RJ's
well.
there. Put RJ's there. Hasek needs one. Put the Ruff statue in there. Put the Jeff Skinner tombstone over there as well. Here lies.
Here lies the contract of Jeff Skinner.
What else should we make a statue out of? What else deserves one?
Dalton Smith. just his Corsi numbers on a piece of paper stapled to the wall.
We're
what
still
else?
running into the boards.
Oh yes, him like flailing backwards.
A Drought
Yeah,
statue,
wrist-
Legends Row.
Or the Larry bloody nose picture.
Or the playing cards thrown onto the ice.
Or Corey Conacher
Malcolm
wearing
Subban singing
the national anthem.
singing the anthem.
Corey Conacher
wearing
in the
John
box
Scott's
wearing John
helmet.
Scott's helmet.
The Steve Ott jersey reveal.
All right, this is becoming more of a that's a good one. Just him
Yeah.
like wingspan.
If you had no context for that, and like you weren't a Sabres, I'd be like, oh my god, like this guy like scored a huge goal, and he's like,
Who is this?
saying like this is like, yeah, I did that. This is me.
There's a lot of moments
just
you can
turn into-
pick.
Just turning into drought row at this point.
Yeah, do you miss it that
Yeah.
much?
It's almost like we got an iceberg for that.
Mm-hmm. I
I
miss it.
I
I was
am
thinking
glad-
last night when the buzzer sounded, I'm like, fuck, maybe we should rebuild again.
Just for the love of the game. Just for the love of the game.
I miss it, man. I don't know.
I am glad
more
for
fun.
Jonah's sake that the Drought Iceberg is complete.
Oh,
It's over.
dude.
You don't have to
We'll
include
never have to
anything
do-
from
Just-
this season.
Yep.
I replied to somebody on Twitter, like, it is so good for my mental health that I at least know there's an endpoint.
Mhm.
That, like, this isn't going to go on forever. It's
You're
more
lucky
motivating.
you started it this year. I mean, we've talked about this for a few years probably, like just roughly like, oh yeah, we should do a Drought Iceberg. It's good that you actually did it this year. Like you're lucky because there's a lot of entries the past few years if you decided to do it earlier.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, I really did pick it up. That was one of the things I was worried about. I'm like, I'm going to have to go back and, like, do a redux or something.
Like add like additional entries into certain tiers.
Yeah.
You just have to like
Like,
at the
do a
end of the
bunch-
season, you would just have to make like an update video.
Like, director's cut, stuff like that. It's good, man. And there's a sense of relief that knowing that, like, now I can firmly say, like, this series will be finished one day. One day. One day.
One day.
One day.
That the video that the Sabres posted about RJ, I mean that was special.
Oh, that got me. That got me.
That was special.
It's
They
because it's
gotta-
funny. Like, you go back and you watch that original narration that he did, the Dare Greatly. I think that was before the 22-23 season. Like, they did that,
Mhm.
or no, they said it was recorded in 21. So it was
Yeah.
before the 21-22 season. So,
before
like,
his final season.
it's like you go back and watch that video. There's a lot of Dylan Cousins in it. There's a lot of Casey Middlestat in it. I think like Yoki Harju was in it. It was too good, way too good of a speech by RJ to be used on like that team. So I am very happy they brought it back, gave it sort of a redux, and it was good, man. It was really
should be
really
the-
good.
It should be the mantra for this team going forward. Like you see all the signs like either in the plaza or sometimes in the games. Like people used to put like the dream and believe stuff and other stuff. They should just make Dare Greatly signs. That should be that
one's good.
The calling card
I
for
like-
this team.
I like this year's slogan that they're kind of going with, which I feel like is "Be Here." They're kind of using it. I guess that was more so when the playoff tickets were like first being announced.
Mhm.
Well, what is the third mantra? Didn't Tage say, or was it Dahlin?
Oh,
Said-
rope. What is it?
Yeah, it's
What's
something
Boy
the
like
Lindy
Pants.
Ruff roping? No,
it's
not
something
Big Boy
cowboy
Pants.
related.
It's Lindy Ruff. What is it? Rope. What is it? What's the quote? It's like, you rope, we all rope, something like that. And this is gonna kill me.
But yeah, they just said that.
I don't know. I really like Dare Greatly. I think that's a good.
That is
It's,
a good.
like I said, it's a good mantra. I feel like it adds like some mystique to the franchise. Like if you're just an out of town team watching on a national broadcast and you see signs like that, I like that. And it calls back to the greatest voice in this franchise's history. Man, I wish he was here. I really wish he was here to see this, man. It sucks.
He deserved just one more season like this.
Mm-hmm.
Just one more. Like that. among all of the wasted careers that actually happened during the drought, like there is probably nothing more frustrated about the wasted time of these last 15 years than the last 15 years of the best commentator to ever do it, calling Josh Georges and Rasmus Ristolainen playing on the top pair. Like, that breaks my friggin' heart, man.
Yeah, it was tough. You knew some nights even him and Rob Ray would joke. Like, I remember at one point, I think the Sabres red light behind the net went on and they were trying to like fix it, and like RJ said something along the lines of, "Yeah, we got a little bit of a problem down we got a little problem down at the Sabres end. They can't get the red light off." And Rob Ray just goes, "Yeah, they're just preparing." And they both laughed.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I found the quote. Hold on. Everybody ropes, everyone rides.
Everyone rides. I like that.
Everyone rides.
It made me wonder about RJ. Like the commentators, they have, great quotes or great nicknames that they say, but a lot of the time they've thought of them before and they're just waiting for the right time to use it, right? I mean, I know RJ was great with just coming up with stuff on point, like
fly.
Mayday. Like, we know that was on the fly, but like it makes me think, like, how many calls did RJ like save to use for like when we make the playoffs again, or once we're in there, once we break the drought? And it's like, I'm thinking about that. Like, how many sayings do you think he didn't use because this team sucked? This team sucked.
There were times. At some point during his career, probably multiple times, he was thinking, "What do I say when they finally win a Stanley Cup?"
Yeah.
And
I'm sure he had
unfortunately we're never gonna know. But
yeah,
makes the whole thing, it's like happy and sad at the same time.
It's bittersweet.
It is. But
could you imagine him calling that Tampa Bay game?
Yeah. Oh my
God, dude. Oh my God.
And that's no knock on Dan Dunleavy. I think he did a fantastic job.
No,
in that game.
it's he's great. I just wanted RJ to he needed one more season, man. He needed one more. He didn't even have 22-23,
No.
Like, I'm glad 21-22, great send off. The team was really good by the end of the year.
They won all of the big games too. I remember talking about that specifically. They won the RJ night. They won his last call. Like, they won all the big games, so that was good, but I mean, they still didn't sniff a playoff spot.
Build a statue for him too.
I know a lot of people have thought about RJ since, and yeah, it's sad. I do wonder, like, I mean, giving him a statue now, like, would it be weird? Like, now that he's passed and he'll never, be able to see it, like, at least RJ night and him up in the banners, like, he was there. Like, he was there to witness it. Would they maybe not give him a statue because he would never be there to witness it?
Did Rick Martin even see the French Connection statue go up? I don't know if he did.
It's a fair point.
Because it was late. It was late in the season 2011 when he passed unexpectedly.
October 12th, 2012.
He
did not see
it. Never saw it.
Fair point.
He needs one. I mean, other than just being like, do you know the amount of commentators that or just broadcasters that have come just squarely out of this city just because of that man? You know the amount of people I've met in the broadcasting industry that just have said, like, oh, it started just because of Rick? Like, it's purely because of him. And he just needs... He needs more than a statue, really. I mean,
and he was never like too big timey about anything either. He never
did a national broadcast.
He never did a national broadcast. But what I was getting at is, like, he never thought he was the voice of this team. He always, every single time he was honored, he would always say that Ted Dahlin is the voice of the Buffalo Sabres. And a lot of us don't really remember Ted Dahlin calling games because it's been a very, very long time.
No, I mean, he'd stopped by the time any of us were born.
Who, Ted Dahlin?
He did, right? He'd stopped by, like, 2001.
He passed in 93.
Yeah, that's my point. You know, Rick was the main TV guy after that.
Oh, yeah, he was the main TV guy by that point. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Really wish he could have gotten to see this. It does suck, but do it for him. Do it for him this year.
I mean, RJ, I mean, it's so sad. I mean, there's so many other people, too. I mean, I'm sure, I mean, not to go too far into it, but I'm sure there's people listening where it's like you have family members who haven't seen a playoff game in the last 15 years and they're not around anymore. It's just, it's sad what happened these last 15 years, and so many people lost their love for hockey, will never see another playoff game. So it's sad on a lot of levels, but it's finally over. And what's happy for me to see is a lot of the videos like that, the Sabres tweetouts, like you got some kids like celebrating that we're making the playoffs for the first time. Like the new generation is finally gonna like be invested in this team with how it is.
They're going to see firsthand how crazy it gets. Not only the players, but just the young fans. They're just these are the moments they're going to talk about, like we talk about years and years and years ago when the team was good. They're going to start a podcast or a Twitter account during a global pandemic 20 years from now, and be reminiscing on the time. Remember?
But they'll be like, the moment that I became a fan was that season.
Remember when Tage Thompson scored that OT goal in Game 6 to eliminate the Hurricanes, sending the Cup final? It's like, man, remember that?
Hold on. I need a give me a second to like visualize that. Okay.
He's gonna store that one away.
Sorry, I needed a second.
And just, I mean, the Tampa game. I mean, we were even one of my cousins that I was talking to tonight. She's younger, and she went to the Tampa game. She's like, that was one of the best things I've ever seen. I was like, it was incredible. Like, it's just, I love that the younger generation will finally be able to taste it. Like, we as much as we don't remember it, we did taste it. Like, we knew what it was like. We have some memories of it, but we weren't old enough to really recognize what was going on. So now we're finally there. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. Now I just want to get there. Now, like, I don't know.
It's going to be their Ville Leno ruining Easter moments. You know, happy Easter.
It's going to be
15 years ago today. Well,
yeah,
not today, but I guess 15 Easters ago.
Yeah. What's going to be the Ville Leno moment? It's going to be like Juraj Slavkovsky scoring an OT goal
that would
in
kill
Game 5
you, Christian.
or something. It would
yeah,
kill me.
That would not be traumatic for some kid. That would be you.
That would be me.
Cole Caulfield and Lane Hudson for Jonah.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be any Carolina player.
That's fair.
You got to get there first. You wouldn't see them until if you won a couple of rounds.
Yeah, maybe they should get there first too.
Well, if they have to play the Senators in the first round, that'll be a slug, a slog, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, these are the moments you wait a long time for. I think breaking this drought is a moment that everyone's visualized in their head at one point, and is just kind of thought to themselves, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? What is it going to be like? You're living in it right now. So no matter what happens in these playoffs, of course, don't want to go, 4-out. You want them to win a round. We have expectations, as we just saw the other night after we break the drought and everyone freaks out again, myself included, because you get pumped by Washington on the road. But try and stay.
It proceeds to be made worse by the fact they get pumped by the Rangers tonight.
Oh,
what was the final score? What was the final score of that game?
7 or 8-1. But what I'm trying to say is just
8-1, man. The Rangers, the Capitals, legitimately decided to ruin. They put all just supercharged whatever pregame drink all their players had, and like,
Yep.
you know what? We're gonna ruin that. They've had too good of a day.
What I'm trying to say is just stay in the moment, enjoy the ride. Nothing is guaranteed past this season by any means. You could think you get better in the off season. We saw that after the 22-23 season. You know, it's just things can change at a moment's notice. Just stay in these next few weeks, maybe few months, and just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the time, make some memories, go to Canal Side, go to a bar, watch the game downtown, get a ticket. Don't let Montreal into that building, for the love of God, please.
I think it's going to be okay. I genuinely think, like, they've been saying the season ticket response has been incredible. And there's a lot of it, you know, they got a lot of new season ticket holders from next year. They're talking about capping sales already.
Really?
For next year. I think they're around the 13,000 mark already. What were they at last year? I remember last year.
Gwelly said something about 9,000.
Fairburn had, I think that was 9,000 before the season. And I think Fairburn had a whole column. And I went back and looked. Like, they used to cap sales at 15,000. Like, it was a big difference. And for the Sabres, So they used to cap sales at 16,000. Gwelly said back on July 30th that they had 9,000 season ticket holders at the start of the season. And he said long-term, 12,000 was a healthier target. They're at 13,000.
It's really not hard, guys. Like any national media or anybody who covers the league that doesn't know, it is really not that hard to get this fan base back, even after 15 years of being terrible. This crest is embedded in the city. Like the RJ video, like the Dare Greatly video, just exemplifies what the team means to the city. It's really not difficult to bring everyone back, just with one good season. I mean, it sucks it took them so long, but
I'm glad I was finally able to watch the Better Days video in a good light this time too.
mm-hmm.
Like,
not like a reminiscing light.
It was finally a deserved one. Not like, oh, this team's playing really good, but it's November. It's like, holy shit! Like, this is the Better Days video. It was meant for this. I do wonder when they do their playoff hype video. Is it going to be the Better Days?
I
feel like
you want it to be.
I don't think it's gonna be.
Yeah,
people are gonna be upset.
Yes and no. I don't know. I mean that video was like etched in history.
So here's my thing: if they do it, like if I go on YouTube and like I search, like a lot of Sabres fans are making Better Days playoff hype videos, and you know what? Power to them. I understand that. Not my problem, but what makes that video so timeless, it barely has anything to do with the Sabres. It's about Buffalo. It's about the city. There's a shot of somebody at, factory workers. There's kids playing street hockey. It's wasn't like a bakery shot in
Tim
shop
Hortons.
in there. It's like I can't listen to whenever I hear Better Days come on the radio or if it's on my playlist, like I can't hear the opening chimes without hearing the train in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the video. It's the community. So I'm actually okay with a shot-by-shot remake if it's modern day. I just don't want it to be like a generic players in the video. Like, do it right.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be done right. And even then,
Agreed.
I still lean towards no, Maybe like do like a mix, maybe start the hype video with that or end the song. Or maybe like end your playoff hype video with tonight's the night the world begins again. I don't know.
No, but remember that whole video, like a lot of the YouTube clips, they cut out the second part of that entire hype video. Like the first part is like the city, the song, all that stuff, and then it changes into like an actual like a normal like game day hype video you see on the Jumbotron of the players shooting all that stuff. I think you could just do that. Like, you could remake it, like, similar shot, similar stuff, same song, and then you just clip over to a modern version of the second part of that video. I think that'd be cool. I think it's so easy. I know that whoever, like, the organization, whoever's in charge of creative marketing, media, I'm sure they want to do their own thing. They're probably going to do their own thing, but it is like, you just go on Twitter, just like scroll back, do whatever. Like, it's not hard at all. Every fan would absolutely love that. Even going back to 2020 when they did the 2000s night video, like, which is basically like they put the cassette into the tape recorder, or not tape recorder. Oh my god, like, I'm so ancient with old technology. I just don't have a grasp on it. Whatever, the camcorder. They put the cassette into the camcorder and it shows it. It's like everyone loved that. Everyone was freaking out then about that. It's like, just do it, man. Just do it. Just bring it back. And then you could do your own thing too. You can make two. Just make two. It's worth it. You broke a 15-year playoff drought. Just do two.
I wonder.
Maybe you put it off till next year. Maybe you open the season with that.
Okay.
Yeah, like, okay, is it a hot take to say maybe it's not the greatest playoff hype song ever? Is that ridiculous?
For Buffalo?
Like, just like as a hype song.
I don't need it to be a hype song.
I'm
The
just
second
saying.
part
I'm
of
talking
that
about, like,
video
I'm talking about,
is the hype
like
song.
they played it before the players took the ice. Like, we think about it today. We get sad. We get sad when we think about it. Like, do I want that before they take the ice? Before it's Game 7 against Montreal? Like, okay, guys, like, pick up the tempo here. Let's go.
No, they should do, like I was saying, they should do
give me
the two-part
like a hurricane.
video.
Let's do that.
They should just do the 2-part video. Start with that, get everyone nostalgic or kind of, whatever, and then hit them with the hype. Right after. Go right into Dire Straits after that.
Honestly, dude, I think that would be the ultimate rug pull. Fake a Better Days, and then just go right into Rocky Like a Hurricane. That would make me jump out of my seat. That's the nostalgia trip I want.
That would be pretty good.
I like Better Days, but that's almost like a product of its era, man. Like, Rocky Like a Hurricane. I see somebody post it before every Sabres game day now. Like, that gets the blood pumping. Maybe that's just me.
Well, what version? You got to go with the 2000 recording orchestra version, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch.
Just the
There's
opening
obviously
of the
a bunch
song.
of variations. Yeah.
I mean, it really only does the opening. But
I do wonder tomorrow for the game if they'll do anything like before the game, like just like a video on the Jumbotron or something. Maybe they'll just play Rick's speech video. I don't know. I wonder if they'll do anything tomorrow.
that ovation tomorrow is going to be incredible when they take the ice.
It's going to be awesome.
Are you guys going to be there?
I will be.
See, I had dibs on our season ticket package for the last Tampa game, so
Fair.
I'm
Fair
not
enough.
allowed to go to the next one.
Not in our tickets. Not in our tickets.
Nope. No. What are tickets even going for tomorrow? It's got to be absurd. It's got to be sold out.
Last time I checked, tickets were going for like $150. I'll check again right now.
I'll wait. I'll save that for playoff tickets if I end up needing them.
Take a look.
ESPN is saying 110. Tickets as low as 110.
Okay, that's not that
They
bad.
usually fall a little bit before game time just because, people are like, all right, let's still try and make a profit on these. I'll give a discount. No, well, wow, oh my God. Well, that's for one ticket. Hold on. One ticket's going for $138. Two tickets are going for, $116. It's still pretty crazy. It will be packed tomorrow, sold out.
And
Brandon Hagel will be.
he better play.
He will get killed on the ice tomorrow.
He better play. And tomorrow, allegedly, last time the beer saber will be back.
One night only, and I never got one. I am upset, man.
Well, you can go and buy one.
Yeah, go on eBay and buy a used one. I want my own, damn it.
Well, JP's going to be there. He could get one for you.
Respectfully, I'm not waiting in that line.
You've never waited in a line. You
Yeah,
didn't wait for the
exactly.
first one. I got it for you
Exactly.
last time.
It's perfect. I never had to wait on a line, and I just got one. It's perfect. I'll say this:
JP
The
loves
line-
his handouts.
if the line is short, I'll go in and get one. I'll buy as many as I can too, and see if they.
You're going to have to drink both of them before you leave, buddy.
Oh jeez, I didn't think about that part, but yeah.
Can I just get like the empty one? I don't want the beer.
Pours it out in the urinal. So I did want to correct myself. I don't want to guess the numbers up too much. It was 11,000 season ticket holders. But still,
Okay.
they started at 9, and according to this column, which I believe was from Lance Lasowski, coming back to do a Sabres column, the Sabres added 2,500 season ticket holders in the last 6 weeks. So they're already at 11,000 for next season. And this is, from the article, quote, "The business is booming to the point that Gwelly's staff, including Chief Commercial Officer Jake Vernon, must decide whether to halt sales soon and create a waiting list to not box out the next generation of fans."
It's a good problem to have.
That's a
And
great
also-
problem to have.
Also from Lance, quote, "Yes, the Sabres can geofence ticket sales to prevent purchases by out-of-town fans, though. It won't be necessary, though. Season ticket holders got a head start on purchases, and the response has been so strong that the building will be filled with Sabres fans."
Good. It better be. I don't need Montreal fans trying to pay $15,000 for a ticket to one game because they'll do something like that. Do you think when like I'm sure there'll be like a small gen like admission list go up at some point where you just buy a ticket. I wonder if they geofence it to like specific area codes. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think like it is best case scenario for ticket sales wise for this playoff series to be against Montreal. Like it's the first round. This is the first Sabres playoff hockey in 15 years. Nobody's going to want to miss this.
No. Be here for this.
Be here, like aside from maybe like a few people that want to make a return on profit, but it's I think they'll be okay this first round. I think they'll just be okay anytime. Like, do you even see building takeovers in the playoffs?
Not really. I don't
can't-
think so.
I really-
Even for the smallest market teams, yeah.
I want to say like the SoCal teams, it always gets wonky, but I don't feel like. I think actually, I do kind of feel like Toronto had a good presence in Ottawa last year, but Ottawa can't sell out shit, so they were covering up seats in their Eastern Conference Finals run. And I'm not blaming them. Like I know their arena's in a shitty part of town, but like they have trouble with it. Melnick was covering up seats in 2017. But it really doesn't happen. So I think they'll be all right. It's fun times though. Playoff hockey, man.
Drought's
Playoff
over,
hockey.
man. Playoff hockey's
The
here.
drought is over. And the Sabres, easiest money of their lives, printing shirts and sweatshirts that just say "We're back." Easiest money. Easiest.
Yep. All right. Am I gonna be the one to say it?
Are we gonna get into the depressing part of this episode?
No, I'm not bringing that up.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys are gonna love it.
Great. Here we go.
Thank you, Kevyn Adams.
Oh my
Thank you, Kevyn
God.
Adams. This is his team at the end of the day. He broke the
After
drought.
watching
Yarmo did not
Josh
break the
Norris
drought.
this past week, I'm not thanking him.
It's his
I
team.
mean-
It's not Yarmo's team.
Sure, it's his team, but like
You said the first trade
They
he would
did-
make, it would be his team.
Yeah, well,
And Sam
Traded
Carrick
for-
was the first trade he made.
2 fourth liners and a third pair guy. If he traded for Robert Thomas, that's his friggin' team. Or even Colton Parayko, it would have been his team.
Yeah,
this team wasn't
What a loser. He
winning
couldn't get
under
that one
Kevyn
done.
Adams ever. This team
I'm not
was
blaming that
not
on
winning.
Yarmo.
If Kevyn Adams was still GM, they would not be in a playoff spot right now. I
Thank
guarantee
you,
you.
Kevyn Adams, for being genuinely so dislikable to the players that they did not want to play for you.
And as
That's
soon
what
as
I'll
he
thank
was
him for.
gone, they were like,
No,
oh,
I mean, listen, I feel like we were Adams defenders for years. I
We
feel
were.
like we had very nuanced takes, and it just became clear at the end. It just was time. I mean, he basically froze at points, or I mean, genuinely. I mean this seriously. Like, it's hard to watch what Dylan Cousins is doing this year, and not be like, man, that is where he really faltered. But aside from that, his trade record was very, very clean. Alex Lyon was one of the signings of the offseason. And the Lindy Ruff, of course, you should thank him in a sense for this team. Now, you don't need to revise history too much. I think there's a line. There is a reason this team is where it was when he was fired. Noah Ostlund was not on this roster. Alex Lyon was not starting games because there was a 3 goalie rotation going. And the team did not want to play. They clearly did not feel motivated to play under this guy.
they were not at all. That's why I'm kind of like 50-50 on the whole thing, because yes, at
Kevyn
the end
Adams
of
should
the
be
day,
thanking Lindy Ruff because he might get another job.
yeah,
He might get the
'cause
Leafs job.
He might get the Leafs job. Because at the end of the day, yes, he did build the roster. He was here for 5 years, but they did not start winning. Call it a coincidence if you want to call it a coincidence.
What was the turning point of the Sabres season?
Yeah, what was the turning point? When they got wind he was getting fired, and then they just started to rattle off. They went 33-6-2 after that. They came back from that road trip, or I guess you can consider part of that road trip to be in it. But like, that Calgary game was the nail in the coffin. They were talking for like a solid. Did they bring anything up before the road trip? Were there any rumblings of him being changed at that point?
There was the one road trip. Kekalainen was on and Adams was in Rochester. It was one of those. It might have been that West Coast swing, actually. Because Yarmo had to head across seas because his father had passed away. But it might have been the start of that road trip he went there, and Adams was like scouting with he was scouting with Carmanos in Rochester, Clock was ticking for those two, clearly.
Yeah. It's
I
weird,
don't know.
man. It's like I really don't
You know
want
what,
to give him
JP,
all the credit, but
I'm glad you brought it up. It deserved to be brought up. I think that's where I'll leave it. Bill.
You just leave it at that.
I agree. I would not have changed what we did in firing him, but this is his team more than Yarmo's.
Are you saying we should bring him back?
No.
Why not?
All right.
It's his
there
team.
we go. Leave it at that. Yeah, it's his team. Bring him back.
His team.
I think we've reached an impasse.
Okay. Anything else about the drought being broken that we should touch on?
Have we
Who do you
touched
wish
on
was
how
here?
great it feels, man? Have we touched on how great it feels?
I think we have. Who do you wish was here to enjoy this? If you could pick one player in this drought, one person. Not obviously we talked about RJ, but someone else. Who deserved to see this through?
Gergensons. I think I would
That's
say.
your player?
I mean,
That's your
my
one
player.
guy.
I got my player.
Doesn't he have the most games played in the drought?
Yeah, but he left.
He's 10th all time on games played for this franchise.
It's absurd.
No, my pick is Jeff Skinner. Just all around
a good
vibes
one.
guy. Just
It's the only
the
pick.
best.
He
a good one.
deserved to be here for this. He just did.
In spirit, he is.
He was the light when there wasn't light.
Yeah, he was. His contract is still on the books. Technically,
that's true. He's still part of it.
He's still here. He is here in spirit.
He is still here.
And, his ashes were spread in the scoreboard. May he rest in peace.
He's always there.
May he rest in peace.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Jeff Skinner.
Thank you, sir. I wish you were here. What was I going to say? I had something else. Who was it? Was it Skinner related? No. Was it? I don't know.
Skinner, Gergensons. I don't know if there's anybody else that I could really think of.
Taylor Hall, maybe?
Eric Stahl. Oh, wait. He is a part of it.
Oh, wait. Yeah, he is here. I don't know. You can't really go back too far, but... Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You can go ahead.
Here's one. Did you read the story on Dahlin and Thompson, kind of reflecting on the drought as a whole?
I skimmed it.
You skimmed it?
I skimmed it.
I saw the quotes they posted.
I saw the quotes.
I was too hyped, man. I'm not reading right now.
I'm not much of a reader.
That's
and your
why
point?
We have the podcast.
Yeah.
I just want the listeners to hear that. That's all. So did you see the one quote from Dahlin?
Which quote?
I'll read it. Quote, me and Tage, we've just manifested it or whatever. Talked about how that feeling would be, and it's indescribable, honestly. Quote, there's so many guys that have asked out or don't want to be here, but we said to each other, this is the place. We're not leaving. We have to turn this around. It's a crazy feeling.
Yes, I do remember that quote. God damn it. You love to see it.
You think they're kind of pumping their tires a little bit? Like, you really don't think, like, at some
I
point
think they
they're
deserve
kind of
it.
like, yeah.
I think...
yeah, they do. They do. But, like, they're like, at one point they weren't, like, kind of just...
I don't think they never did,
having a beer
man.
together. And they're just
I
like,
thought,
you don't want to get out of here, maybe?
But they never did. Like, listen, everybody has their breaking point. I don't want to act like people are infallible. Like, it's... Somebody would have broken. Who's the most loyal player in... Honestly, the most loyal player in hockey might be Rasmus Dahlin. I think unless your name is Mike Trout, you are not sitting by a stretch of losing as much as, like, as bad as it has been and sticking with that team through and through. But these guys had long leashes, and especially Dahlin. Like, Tage... always felt like he probably should have owed the team something in terms of they did give him the chance to become what he is now and rewarded him with a big contract. But, like, listen, man, Dahlin's been good this whole time. Yeah, there was like a year or two in there. We were having some conversations. But, I don't know. I mean, he was the guy. He was a great player. And he had all the opportunity in the world. But, you're seeing this now. I think you're going to see it with Toronto in the summer. Like, Nylander just came out the other day and said he doesn't really want to move, or at least it was reported that. Like, strong and good leaders, they don't bail. They don't. They don't bail.
What are you saying?
Not the first sign of trouble.
Are you trying to imply something right now, Jonah? Is there an implication to this?
A few implications.
There might be a few. But, yeah, some guys weren't really wired to turn around the organization. Not like this.
I mean, got a point. They got out, and there's a specific. We've seen specific
Some people
attitudes
they
of
look for the
players over the
easy
years.
answer.
Yeah, they look for the easy answer. Like, where do I go that's ready to contend right now? And they
is
asked to be traded there.
The literal closest team to winning a Stanley Cup in a conference. That's where I want to go.
Laying it on here pretty thick, man. You just want to come out and say it? You just want to come out and say it?
Do I have to say it? Do I have to?
I mean,
No,
I'm sure
I
you
would
would
guess.
Sure, we'd want to get this on recording.
I think it's fun. I think it's so funny. He basically took a dig at Jack Eichel. I think it's very funny. I think it's hilarious, man. Like, obviously, it applies to other players. Who else does it apply to?
O'Reilly.
He wasn't even here for that. I mean, I
right,
guess
yeah, you're right.
it's true, but he wasn't. He wasn't. They overlapped for 2 days,
That's wild.
and he was great.
Yeah.
And he didn't ask out.
I am a defender of this player, but his way out kind of did suck. Kyle Poso, former captain.
I think that was one of them too. Okposo had a really ugly tenure, or end of the tenure, I should say.
Yeah, he
End of the tenure.
Entire.
ended the tenure.
It's
No.
he's such, man. I was thinking about him. I quickly listeners of the show. I quickly thought about him for guys I wish were here for the end of the drought. Listen, what he did from like 2021, like, guy could have retired, could have gone home. He was one concussion away from like being in a wheelchair, like genuinely end of his life stuff. And he stuck with the franchise. Had the best year of his career. The year after that, became the captain. Was great in that role. Even though some people disliked him, very much disliked him. Looking at one of our co-hosts.
Looking at you, JP.
No, not me.
I thought he was great. He just overstayed his welcome by a year, and man, did he overstay it, because he led a revolt on the fans, and then asked for a trade to a
And got
contender.
traded to a contender who
And-
won the
and
cup
won the
without
cup.
him, and he got the lift.
and potentially said no to a front office job.
Yeah.
There was whispers of that.
What, quoted in November or December saying that he already knew the season was over?
Yeah, he was.
Like,
what
bro.
was the quote? It was like, I forget. Yeah, I know the quote JP said. It was like he knew. I don't know. He knew that the team was not being fixed, and he wanted a chance at the cup. Which, fuck, man, you're the captain. But
Kyle Oposo
ugly
got here.
exit.
Kyle Oposo got here in 2016. He left in the end of the 23-4 season when the Panthers won that cup.
Yes.
So I will give him the years 2021, 2022, and 2023. Other than that,
He was an all-star in
first year.
2017.
Yeah.
His first year, he was fantastic. Dude,
Can you blame him for the other ones?
He had like 60 points in 70 games, represented the team at the All-Star game, and then nearly died in March. People forget that year. He was fantastic that season.
Listen, you don't make it out to seem like I hate Kyle Oposo the person. I don't.
Bro,
I just
okay, I was gonna say.
I not the person.
you definitely
no,
hate the
I
player.
don't. He just never, and it sucks. His injuries definitely hampered him there, but just the contract was a boat anchor for so long. And then
Was
the way
it,
he
though?
exited just reached out. Yes, he was making $6 million a year.
What else were we gonna spend that on?
Oh, don't do this. Come on, don't do this.
I mean, I get like it was untradeable. Listen, you're also overwriting the fact that he was a part of one of the best lines of this drought, and I say that unironically. He was a key part of that line.
That's the truth. It's damn right. God damn it.
The log
now that you bring
line.
that up, the whole log line.
We already need a
mentioned
statue.
Jorgensen's.
We need-
Man,
We're building like a passageway. Like there's going to be statues on one side, statues on the other, and it's going to lead right into the main entrance. And right across from the French Connection statue, there will be a logline statue looking at each other.
Yes. Well, we already said Gergensons. We said Okposo.
You know, I know what you're going to say.
Larson should have been here
Larson,
too. Larson
Larson
deserved
should have been here.
God
I will
damn it.
not. That guy was a fantastic fourth line center, and he got lumped in with like the group of bottom six forwards that people hated.
Dude was a shut down defender. He matched up against Connor McDavid and would shut him down.
He had Connor McDavid's number. You were
Connor
not.
McDavid
You
scored
shall
like
not pass.
Connor McDavid scored like 12 seconds into his first shift with Johan Larsson, and Larsson went never again.
Mm-hmm.
Never happening again. Not on my watch.
Not happening.
Is there any other players I could think of? I'm trying to reminisce.
Craig Anderson, I think, deserves a lot of props.
Craigie,
he was great. He was great.
He was awesome.
Came out
Legitimately
of retirement to play for us.
Yeah, legitimately nothing. Was a great ambassador for the team when they needed it. He was awesome. I think like, if you did like a Mount Rushmore, it's probably like him and Skinner. You throw Granato on that list?
Ooh, maybe.
There's been a lot of talk about like the amount of times we crap on coaches past. There's like no go on Don Granato. There will be no Don Granato slander around here because he got the best out of a team that was just god awful under Ralph Kruger. He brought this team back to life. Guys had career years under him. And he made it a place where players would say, like, hey, maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll go there. Do you put Ralph Kruger on the list?
No.
Damn, no.
Absolutely not.
He's at the bottom.
I think he might be dead last. He actually might be dead last.
That's a good question. Like, if there's a power rankings, is he last? It's him or
Yes.
I think Botterill might be worse.
He was an
I would
awful
put Hauser
GM.
below.
Botterill was here the extra year, though.
I think it goes, you know what? I won't put either of them at the bottom. I'll put Jason Botterill, Ralph Kruger, Concrete, 10 tons of shit, and then Patrick Berglund right at the bottom.
Where's Sobotka?
He wasn't a good player, but it's
He tried his
Wasn't
best.
a
His
good.
career
He was the
ended.
worst player in hockey.
He was
not his fault.
really bad.
I mean, it
he
is
was
his
really,
fault, but-
really bad.
Do you want to know? You want to know why Patrick Berglund like charts don't get thrown around? It's because like he wasn't that bad. Vlad Sobotka was like the worst player in hockey, genuinely. Patrick
Sucks the way
Berglund
he
was
went
like,
out.
It's not
Patrick
his fault.
Berglund
He
was
was
like-
put on the second line, and that's why we hate him. That's Ralph Kruger's fault.
I did you guys listen? Did you guys watch the Drought Iceberg?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got to the Skinner entry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You could hear myself getting more visibly upset, audibly upset when I was reading the ice time splits in 2019. 20.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it. Like I totally forgot about that. Eichel and Reinhart were the 5th and 6th most common line mates for Skinner that season.
For the guy who had the
fifth and
$9
sixth.
million contract, who made a living scoring
Johansson?
goals.
Johansson, Sheary, Sobotka, Rodriguez, Eichel, and Reinhart. It's... Oh my God! Maybe it is Kruger. Maybe you know what? Maybe
It
is.
has to be Kruger. He's a criminal.
It
If
is-
we're putting Skinner at the very top, the guy who hated Skinner the most is Kruger. So he should definitely be at the very bottom.
I will say, Jeff Skinner did have his best defensive year in hockey under Ralph Kruger. He did his job.
That is
player.
true.
He did it.
That is-
Ralph Kruger
he-
did hit the job he thought he wanted to do.
And he
Say
still
what you
scratched
want.
him.
Ralph Kruger had a vision, and it was working. Oh,
Wasn't
my
working
God.
for the way we wanted it to, but it was working.
Brian Flynn deserved to see this drought through.
How about Brian Gianza?
He's
Like
He's
I was captain
I was
for the
going
young teams.
I was going to get into that when I briefly said earlier, it's like you get to a point where you just get so far back into the drought. It's like, could you even include these players? Because it's like, it's not even close to when the drought was broken.
Jamie McGinn.
Oh my God, Jamie McGinn.
He deserved it.
You know who deserves it?
JP, I swear to God.
It's a shame his name is
I
not
swear to
brought
God.
up yet.
JP, I swear to God.
Here we
I
go.
see the smile on your face.
Deserves
Shut up.
to be a part of this team.
You gotta let it
This
go,
guy.
man.
Game winner
Oh my
overtime
God. He's
for
gone.
the Amerks.
He's gone. He's not coming back.
He deserves to be a part of it. Scoring in his last game.
I will say there's a reason he's playing in Europe right now. There's a
Because we misused
very
him.
good
You're right.
reason.
We misused him.
No.
I
Don't
would take
twist my
Lawrence
words.
Pilot over Logan Stanley 10 out of 10 times.
That's not ridiculous.
Another player that keeps coming to mind, just because of all the moments, Risto. I mean, he's got some of the
He
more
kinda
famous
did.
quotes. Like,
Kinda, yeah.
What'd
He
you think
kinda
of your?
did.
What'd you think of your the game tonight? Shit.
Shit. He kind of did, but like he also asked for a trade at one point. He also, I think Joe DiBiase said this, and it's kind of true. There was probably no single player more responsible for the drought than Ristolainen, unfortunately.
Not
From
all he was doing.
No, kind of like.
Well, they played him first defensive
I know,
unit.
but
minutes.
like that's
Dude
that's
was
kind of
playing
the point.
minutes.
He was averaging like 28 minutes a season, getting caved in. And
He averaged 26 and a half minutes for two
Oh my
seasons in a row.
they had that poor boy out on a. He was being sacrificed on a
The year
nightly
he-
basis.
At a minus 41, he was averaging 24 minutes and 38 seconds. He was minus 41 in the season.
That's crazy.
That
It's
is absurd.
Just insane.
But when you do think of like other bright spots throughout the drought, like the 10-game win streak will always be brought up, and the moment I think of during that is his overtime game winner. So it's like I think of that, I'm like,
That
okay,
stupid ass celebration he did
Yep.
too. Pew
Yep.
pew 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 pew.
What about Jason Pominville? Did he deserve to be here? The way he went,
he deserved it, but he's
he deserved to be on the team.
Well, there's no doubt about that. He deserved to. Like, I can't believe Jason Botterill did not bring him back.
He was putting up 120 something points at Performax at Northtown Center.
He was dominant. One of my buddies said I think he played against him. He was like, they were sitting on the bench, and somebody just goes, "Is that Jason Pominville?" Everybody just looked at him like, "Yeah, yeah." That's their
Everyone's
like goal
like-
number like 6.
Everyone's like,
It's like, now you're getting it. You mean the guy with a visor, 29, Sabres gear? Yeah, that's him.
He was just having fun, man.
I mean, obviously he deserved it, but even he had. I mean, guys, he is like maybe the most famous goal in franchise history.
Yeah.
So I think you know what, he was okay. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Maybe this was young me always thinking this, but God damn it, how did they not bring Thomas Vanek back once? That guy was on a journeyman. He was hopping from city to city every single year at a budget price. Came in with put up like 16 goals on the power play. I can't believe they never had a reunion. I don't know. I always thought that to myself. How is this guy not? How did you not bring him back once?
Sabres all-time goals leaders goes, and this is a company Thomas Vanek is in. Gilbert Perreault, Rick Martin, Dave Andrechuk, Danny Gare, Thomas Vanek. He is number 5 on that list. And he's ahead of players like Chatan, Robert, Pominville, Mogilny, Craig Ramsey, Mike Foligno.
Every offseason, I'd be sitting around looking at the top six, being like, this sucks. And Thomas Vanek would not sign until like September 15th every single year, like as training camp was beginning. It was never the Sabres. Never understood it. The guy went to Detroit twice.
Yeah. He was bouncing around the league. It's crazy how like he turned into such a journeyman, and he was just an absolute showstopper here for so long. It's like another team wasn't like, we won't give you a contract that's, we won't just trade you here and there all the time. He was with the Islanders for like a day. It felt like a day.
He was a journeyman, but he put up numbers everywhere he went. Like, he doesn't have a single, like, bad season. Genuinely.
You see my point? Like, he was doing that year in and year. He could have kept playing past COVID. What did he put up his last season? Wasn't he money for Columbus?
30 and like in Columbus, he had 19 games.
2018-19?
17-18. 19 games he played. 15 points.
No, so
I remember, like, he still had it.
In 17-18, he played with two teams. He played with the Canucks too.
Yeah,
he had.
Columbus picked him up at the deadline.
That season, he had 56 points.
That was the offseason, because I remember, because they had brought back Pominville in the Foligno and Ennis trade. This team's signing Benoit Pouliot to like a minimum contract. Thomas Vanek didn't sign till like August
with Detroit, and he put up 36 points.
I seriously don't think that they gave him a call, because why wouldn't he have come back and signed here? Like, genuinely. There's no way the guy would have chose the 2017-18 Vancouver Canucks over the Sabres.
In his last year with the Red Wings, he had 36 points in 64 games.
Yep. He still had it. I never understood that. Dumb. Even Tyler Ennis, like, I wanted a reunion by the end. Like, the team's looking for cheap scoring. Like, I remember after he had, like, a really good bounce-back year in Toronto, I was like, I would much prefer this over, once again, Vlad Sobotka and, whoever. Jimmy Vesey. Like, I'd much rather have Tyler Ennis than Jimmy Vesey.
Danny O'Regan. Did he play
like
at all
5 games?
Probably.
I think he played like 5 games. I don't know.
Good stuff, man.
Good times. These are the good times we're leaving behind. All right. Should we get to the team? Yeah, I guess so. All right. Before we get to the team, if you're hurting a car, you can call our sponsor, William Attar. 844-444-4444. With a focus on motor vehicle accidents, the team at William Attar has handled thousands of cases like yours. Let them help you get the money you deserve after a motor vehicle accident. Rideshare, truck, motorcycle, car, only. Call William Attar. 844-444-4444. So, the team. Oh, the hockey team. The actual drought busters themselves. It's funny, man. It really is. Like, they just lost their first back-to-back regulation games in over 170 days. But it's a bad time to do it. It's a bad time to do it. And it's, the week didn't start off horribly. That Islanders win I thought was great. I thought they played great. Sorokin held the Islanders in that one. They pulled away at the end. Late dramatics. And I don't know. I did not think the rest of the week would go the way it did. But obviously it did. 2 of 3 losses. The Sabres have now lost 5 of 7. Playoff picture is beginning to shift in the other team's favor. Tampa Bay has leapfrogged the Sabres. Montreal temporarily leapfrogged them last night, but they lose to New Jersey tonight. Both them and the Sabres are tied at 100, and the Sabres have the tiebreaker. So they are still in a somewhat good spot there, and they clinched the regulation wins tiebreaker with Montreal. But definitely a low morale spot for the Sabres. What do you make of it? What do you make of this week? Where are you at with them right now? This is the second week in a row we're kind of having this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it sucks. I guess on paper, or at least on the score sheet, they haven't been playing their best hockey. They've had some breakdowns. I think they've had some issues with teams kind of starting to figure out they like to drop that defenseman in to be like an attacker. And the thing that gives me like ease is the under the hood stuff still looks good. I think it's a little bit of regression to the mean. You can only stay so hot for so long. Like they're still 5-3-2 over their last 10. They haven't been terrible, but it does put a little bit of damper on, you think you're going to win the division, you think the game against Tampa tomorrow is so important. It kind of puts a damper on that, also combined with the fact, Montreal's now tied with you. You might lose home ice advantage. Thanks, Gary Bettman, for your playoff format. Really appreciate that.
Isn't it so awesome we get to be mad at that now? We can actually be mad at it. Isn't that awesome? Like, yes, now we're finally in on the joke.
But, like, if they come out flat against Tampa Bay, I think I'll be more worried. But right now, the under-the-hood stuff looks good, so I'm just gonna take it as this is just what good teams go through sometimes. Tampa went through it. I mean, Detroit going through it. I mean, but they're not really a good team. Ottawa all year has battled it. It is what it is. You got to get hot at the right time. You just got to figure it out before the playoffs start.
It happens to good teams. I mean, people keep bringing up the 05-06 team. Like, this kind of happened to them before the playoffs. It happens, but I still think you can have valid concerns. I think the things that are going wrong now, other than the third pair, have kind of been issues the whole year. It's just everything was going right for us before.
Right.
Power play has been an issue the whole year, but now that we're not winning, it looks so much worse. I mean, I guess that's the main thing, because I guess goaltending not playing good, I mean, that's all of a sudden. But I think the concerns are valid. The special teams, I mean, it is what it is. That's been a problem for years. Like, I'm not as much. It's not that I'm not concerned about that, but it's like, yeah, like I already knew that was a concern. But it's like, if Lyon's not gonna be able to play good the rest of the season, I mean, that's an issue. Considering the reason you were playing so good is because you had two good goalies for the longest time. They're getting really defensively irresponsible in the zone. The third pair, I mean, not much even has to be said about that. It's just, it's an issue right now. And I think one of the things too is we're not getting production out of a bunch of our top players. I mean, it's a fact. Like our second and third line centers. I'll bring up Jonah's boy, but like, do you guys know the last time they both scored a goal on a goalie?
It's been a long time.
It was in the same game, actually.
Who's that?
McLeod and Norris.
McLeod and Norris. It was in the same
Against
game.
the goal, was it Tampa?
No.
No, it was
Norris
before
didn't have
that.
a point that game, if you remember.
No.
It was.
I was going to say in Tampa Bay.
No. Well,
What was the game?
Norris did score that game, but the Pittsburgh game, March 5th, it's the last time they both scored on a goalie. You've gone over a month, well, now just about a month, and your second and third line players, centers, have not scored a single goal. Like, you're not getting
All right,
production.
I feel like that's kind of throwing. I'm not saying McLeod's production has still been iffy, but like, I feel like one of these players is supposed to be doing that.
I agree. I'm throwing him in there. And I mean, quite frankly, I mean, I just feel like a bunch of our players have kind of slowed down. Like, I think Doan can kind of be thrown in there. I feel like his production is definitely slowed down. It's
You
like
throw
it
Tage
doesn't.
in there. I don't think Tage has been driving play at 5v5 good at all for being the top center on this team.
It doesn't change my opinion on these players, but it's like, one of the reasons I don't think we're playing as good is because we're not getting production for some of these guys. I mean, Jack Quinn is literally he's probably our best forward.
Jack Quinn's been
now.
he's been their best player for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, which is
Best
that's
forward
a
league
problem.
offensively. That's an
a
issue.
problem.
As great as he's been, like it's an issue. And I mean, you didn't throw Josh Doan in there.
No,
he
he
did. He did.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yep. I mean,
But yeah,
Tuck,
I mean, he's been the least
thrown there too.
He's been the least productive.
It's the whole forward core at this point. Just throw everyone
well,
in there.
it's basically their whole middle six: Doan, Tone, Norris, McLeod, Tuck. Man, Oslin's been quiet too. But he's been hurt, and I think even Zucker. Like it's basically their middle two lines have just kind of gone quiet. And listen, if we want to be somewhat honest about Tage Thompson, the production has been good. The actual play driving, as Christian said, has not been to what it is in previous years. And the team has been fine because the middle six is their core. It is their really strong point. Like, if this team goes into a series against Montreal, I'm going to feel infinitely better. Like, I'll be scared of their top line. I think their top line trumps what the Sabres can put together. But the Sabres are if the Sabres are going to have success in the playoffs. Like, yes, there's, goaltending is going to have to be at the top, as with any playoff team. But it's going to live and die by how their depth performs, because it really is their strong suit. Their top four, they have two pairs that can roll out and be active and effective offensively. And their core, for the most part, has been made up of three lines all year that can roll and score. And for a short time, it was four lines. But right now, it's like the offense, legitimately just Jack Quinn is going. Like, that is it. He is, the only player. I guess Benson's always playing good. Like, he's just always at a consistent level of good. He's been productive.
Dahlin's still been productive, even if he hasn't been playing the best.
Dahlin's still been fine. He's still been himself. The team's just dipping right now. They're at a low point. Like, it's
going to happen.
It was gonna happen at some point. Is it worrying that it's happening now? Sure, but
it's the worst time for it to happen, though. Like that's one of the reasons why I am a little concerned. I mean, I've been saying for weeks. I hope they got so hot. Hopefully, they don't not get hot at the wrong time. And this is the worst possible time to go through this.
Well, there's one worse time.
In the playoffs?
Yep.
I mean, rather get this out now.
Exactly.
I guess.
That's my thing.
Yes, definitely. But I mean, you have 5 games left to change this. So, I mean, maybe, quite frankly, maybe even 4. Like, who knows who's going to be playing in our last game? Like, you only have a few more games left to really.
Seeding comes down to the wire.
Yeah,
dude,
it definitely will.
I would do just terrible things to get Yuri Kulik in this lineup right now. It sucks so bad, man. injecting him into the lineup, it would just be
feel like
fantastic.
I've been really back and forth with Josh Norris this season because we all know my thoughts of him at the start. He won me back with how he performed during the winning streak in January and whatnot. But man, I thought he was unplayable this week. Like, I thought he was bad.
Terrible on the power play. Just awful.
And, like, he's too responsible of a player to really... Like, he's a responsible player. So, like, he's never going to be underwater at 5-on-5. But they need him on the power play. And he just... It's the thing we've been talking about. He's just not giving you anything there. And that's where I miss Yuri Kulik. That's, like, the one spot. And it stinks because, like, I've still thought... Power play was awful in Washington last night. I mean, it truly was. Well, 5-on-3 was awful, and they just could not convert. It was, what am I saying? It was a bad night, which sucks because I thought they actually had a decent start to the week. I thought it was good in Ottawa. Like, even though I think they had 2 opportunities and didn't score, like, I remember they had looks. I think Doan hit a crossbar, or he hit, like, Allmark in the head. But it was bad. And I don't know. He's one guy this week where I was just like, man, he is letting them down.
They miss Osland.
Yeah, they miss Osland.
They do.
I think they really do. Lindy Ruff knew what he was talking about when he said, "Sucks that he has to go back down right before Kevyn Adams got fired." He's an important part of this team. And the whole day-to-day bullshit, like, I knew as soon as they I texted you guys, as soon as they said day-to-day, I said, see you game 1, dude. We'll see you in the playoffs.
Hopefully. I mean,
he hasn't even skated with them. He didn't even make the trip.
No, he was skating by himself.
Yeah.
While they were on the trip. So he's skating. He's skating.
Well, that's the thing.
He can move his legs.
Like, you look at Olsen's, like, his production hasn't been insane this year. I mean, he's got 27 points in 60 games. I mean, for his age, that is very good.
That's respectable.
But, like, when he was out there, it's like at least the lines like gelled. Like, that line, it was for the longest time, it was Osland, Norris, and Doan, right? I think they were a line for a while.
Last little while, Tuck was up there.
Yeah.
It was like, him and Norris.
They weren't always producing. I'm not going to say they were always producing, but they were always getting good chances. Like, they were driving play. And you take someone out of your lineup like that, and it hurts. It hurts. I mean, we haven't directly mentioned it, but, I mean, Sam Carrick, too. I mean, you're losing fourth-line scoring right there, and Jordan Greenway's the one who's coming in to replace that, and he's just not going to replace that. It's tough. They've got some injuries at the wrong time, which have definitely not helped.
They're no strangers to injuries, though. They've been hurt all year. Second most man games lost behind the Panthers, and they're still this good. Imagine going in to a season like, I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Next year, everyone's healthy, and you make a trade for a certain center who plays in St. Louis right now. It sounds fantastic.
It does. I don't know. I'll stick by what I've been saying. All of what we're saying is true, and, like, these things need to turn, but I just have no reason to think they won't flip back. Like, Josh Doan has 1 point in his last, like, 7 games. You know, like JP was saying, like, McLeod has, like, 2, Norris. I think Norris had a point last night, so he's got, like, 3 and 7. Everybody's just gone cold. And I think the lineup needs a jolt. Ruff tried that in Washington. Like, there were new-look lines, and obviously they did not work very well. But it's definitely a worrying time for it to happen. There are 5 games left. But, I mean, this thing, it's natural, right? Like, the law of averages happens in hockey a lot. It just does. At some point, like as JP was saying, like the 06 Sabres, they lost 6 regulation games in a row in March. Tampa Bay lost 6 of 7 games in regulation coming out of the Olympic break. It was like a month ago. It was a month ago. That's the reason this is even a divisional race. They were healthy. They were fine. It's okay. I want to say it's okay, but it's like it happens, right? Somebody pointed out, I think it was Aaron on Twitter, the Panthers lost like 7 of 10 going into the playoffs last year. The Kings won 17 of 20 games last year going into the playoffs. They losing 4, 5. It's not that it doesn't matter. It's not that the signs should be ignored. It's just this team deserves more benefit of the doubt. Like, it's ridiculous the day that the drought clinches. There's people in our comments saying, like, this team's going to be lucky to win a game. Like, guys, come on. Come on. They might only win a game, but saying they might be lucky, or that, like, the team that went 33-6-2 in 41 games is, like, a fraud or barely playoff capable it's silly. It's absolutely silly.
I do also want to bring up that the last 2 weeks, just about every team we've played have been playing, they're desperate teams. So they're playing with a lot more desperation than us. It's not like, I don't want to use this as an excuse, but it's just like, it's a fact. Like they have more to play for than us. Like, we know we're in the playoffs. Washington, Ottawa, Detroit, Boston. There's 4 teams that we lost to. They're all playing for their playoff lives right now. Like, they got everything on the line. Where us, it's like, you know, we're kind of coasting to the finish. I mean, even we beat New York, but it was a close game. Like that, playing for their playoff lives. Like, the only team that we faced, I don't know, in the last few weeks, Seattle's pretty out of it, and then you go back to like Toronto. But everybody else, it's like they're playing for a spot in the playoffs, and we're already there. So it's, I just feel like it's something to point out too. These teams are playing very desperate. These games mean a lot to them. Don't mean as much to us. Doesn't make it right. But I'm just not surprised we're seeing the best out of a lot of these teams, especially in conference like Ottawa.
Like, Jason Zucker took a slash last night and was like slow to get off, and I'm just like, please no. Like, a part of me, like you don't think that's in the back of their heads whatsoever? Just like a little bit. Like, we got 5 games left. Jesus Christ! Like, I'm hoping nothing happens tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last thing you want to see is somebody scummed, and they miss time. You know, they've already kind of lost. You know, they lost one. I don't know. I just get this feeling Sam Carrick's not going to be back, but like, I don't know anything, so like, it's not definite. Even Oslin, like, what if Oslin missed game 1? That was something we didn't even really. I guess like Zadorov hit him. That's what we think it was. It's like, you just, like, that's the biggest thing. It's like, no injuries. I would willingly take a 3rd seed if it meant nobody got hurt.
Fair. I would agree with that.
I'll take that every day of the week. I think this Habs series I'm already accepting that it's going to be them too, even though like I'm going to be rooting for the Sabres to win tomorrow, obviously, or today by the time you're listening to this. But like, that series is going to be as 50-50 as it gets, and you need all hands on deck. And I don't think home ice advantage is really going to matter until Game 7, and when that team gets the extra home game. So, it's I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's not what you want to see. You know, Zach Metz has been solved. He's been solved, guys. Like, PDO bender's over.
The PDO bender is over.
You know, that is probably the one thing we should touch on. Okay, I have to say, this is very strange coming from me as well, as somebody who genuinely does dislike the quality of player that Logan Stanley is, I think people are being too hard on him. Just a little bit. The way I describe it, I think he is a bad player who has not been bad. Is that weird? I can't believe I'm taking this stance. People are going to be listening like,
he makes
Jonah, what happened to you?
He makes some pretty glaring mistakes.
No, I mean,
could tell.
he was bad last night. What were him and Mets at -2 last night, -3? He left a man wide open on the second goal last night.
He backed off on another one.
Some people are acting like that's the fix, or I'm sure most people know better that won't solve anything, but it's like they got bigger fish to fry. As the things that we've talked about. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to entertain a Stanley conversation this week, because now it's also, quite clear. He's not coming out of the lineup.
I'll entertain a Stanley Cup conversation.
I'll entertain a Stanley conversation. Not as much about the play. Why you traded for this guy to get in fights and stuff, and then our fourth line center, who he's that guy too. Like Carrick is that guy. Like he's gonna get in scrums, but he got destroyed. Like why is Logan Stanley not being a part of that fight? Why is it Sam Carrick instead of Logan Stanley?
Right? Honestly,
yeah. Honestly, he used I'm trying to find it right now.
6'3". Is he going to fight a 6'7" Stanley?
Sam
Probably
Carrick's
not.
not
The issue.
that tall though.
This
Business
is really the
decision.
core issue. I have a take about tomorrow's game. I don't know if there's going to be many fights.
Sam Carrick's 3 inches
Yeah.
smaller
I don't know if
than
there'll be.
Anders Lee.
I don't know if there'll be a single fight unless Hagel plays.
I think it'll be more of a lock in. Like we gotta win this game mentality.
I think
Like the
Tampa's
last time it
gonna
was
be more
testing
like
the
that,
waters. Yeah, well,
right? Like because they're going to be the ones going after. If Hagel plays, maybe somebody answers the bell. But I don't know. But to get back to Stanley,
Well, Carrick's 3 inches smaller than Lee. Like Stanley's 4 inches taller than Lee. Like, did I say that wrong? Carrick
No.
is 3 inches smaller than Anders Lee. Stanley is 4 inches taller than Anders Lee. Like I know when you're 6'7", you're not gonna be fighting everybody, but it's like I don't know. I just obviously if Sam Carrick didn't get hurt, this wouldn't even be a conversation and be like Sam Carrick's that guy. Like he's gonna stick up for anybody. But like, god damn it, that did piss me off. Like you traded for Stanley to kind of be that guy, and now our best trade deadline acquisition, who was playing very good, now might not play the rest of the season because of a stupid fight. I don't know. It's my only real thought about Logan Stanley this week, because I don't disagree with you entirely, Jonah. I do think it's being a little overhyped, but at the same time, like, I don't think he should be playing. So, like, get Kesselring a game. I'm scared for tomorrow's game. Like, now that Mets has been figured out, is it gonna be Shen?
It's gotta be Shen, right?
Stan.
It's
so
gonna be Shen.
bad.
it's gonna be Stanley Shen.
It's gonna be so bad.
If Kesselring doesn't get a game in these 5, he's not getting a game for the rest of the season.
No.
There's just no way.
No, unless there's a ton of injuries.
Like this is
really dumb.
is getting weird. Did something happen off the ice? Like, are we to that level?
March 10th was the last game.
That was the Tampa game, right?
No, it was the San Jose game.
Okay, so the game after.
He only played 6 minutes against Tampa?
Yeah, that was like it, because then they traded for. Well, they didn't trade for him.
They played.
After that
He
game,
played
but-
15 minutes the next night.
He did fight that game, but this is getting really strange. Like I'm getting to the point where, like, did something happen off the ice? Did he? I don't know. You know, like you hear something as ridiculous and sort of funny as like him sitting on a plastic chair. Like he lost his locker at one point. Was that like a punishment type thing? Like not like an official, like, hey, you did this, so we're putting you here, but more so like, hey, There's new guys on the team. You've had some stuff going on this season. Sorry, man. You get the plastic chair. It's so strange. I mean,
It is.
the Mets call-up was this week, right? So we didn't get to really talk about it. Right? Yeah, because it happened on Monday. Like, they called Zach Metsa up to play Monday against the Islanders. That was his third game in 3 days.
Yeah, the Americans had a pretty heavy stretch of games.
And at practice on Monday, Kesselring was paired with Stanley. It looked like he was going to get back in.
Mm-hmm.
And then Metsa got called back up and took that spot. Listen, he could have been told straight up, like, hey, take line rushes with Stanley, but I just want to tell you, Michael, like, you're not going to play tonight. We're going to call Metsa back up. I kind of hope that's what happened, because if not, then he basically got teased.
Yeah.
Like, sweet, man, I'm going in. Nope. It's strange, you know. I feel like from the jump, I've been pretty critical of Kesselring. Like, when at the start of the season, when Doan, everything was going great. Everybody was like, man, we won this trade, and Kesselring was like, he wasn't playing well. Like, he just wasn't. But those relative to expectations, and like, are they really gonna play him this? Like, are we nearing like a divorce in the off season here? Respectfully, this guy didn't get a training camp.
Yeah.
Like, he played one preseason game and got hurt,
and had other injuries too. He was in and out of the lineup.
Playing
Maybe
through all of them.
Maybe they're just sitting them down. They're just like, hey, you're hurt. It's like, we're not gonna figure it
tell us
out.
that, you know? Like, they have not mentioned injury with him in a while. If he needs surgery for something, let him go get surgery. Like, it feels like it was an ankle thing at the beginning, and I think we theorized it was just like a ankle sprain, high ankle sprain that he was dealing with, which made sense. I mean, he hasn't played in close to a month now. I would feel like a sprain like that would be like semi-close to being good to go.
I don't think
100%.
he'd be skating if it was like that. Like, he's still skating.
Did he take warm-ups against the Islanders too? Or what game was that? He took warm-ups the one night.
Recently, yeah.
And then they pulled him off. Like, what's going on here?
It's weird. So, either he's not 100%, but who is at this point of the season? Something happened on off ice, or he's just not a rough guy, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like it's, with how this third pair has been the last few weeks, it's completely undeserved to not even get a shot.
Yeah.
Considering, like, yeah, he didn't come in and play as good as we were hoping. I still think he was fine, and like, I thought he was playing better as towards the end.
You know,
and like,
he never was
into the season. It was supposed to be what, Kesselring and Power. He was in the third pair the whole year. Like, he barely played in the top four,
except for that one time in Detroit where he did, and it looked really good. And then he got hurt again.
Yep.
I feel like if he's been taking line rushes and they do want to sub out Metsa because he's been bad, I think he's the guy who's going to go in. I don't think it's going to be Shen.
I don't know. I think tomorrow, maybe we shouldn't judge it on tomorrow. But still, I'm like, because then if they beat Tampa, you're not going to take Shen out of the lineup. So that's another game, and if they start winning again.
Dude, if I see Stanley and Shen out there against Kucherov, I'm going to be like, what the hell are we doing, dude?
Like, I'm not going to... Like, Kesselring, like, if you look at, like, his RPM chart is, like, pretty solid. Like, somebody would get the impression, like, oh, this guy's been good here. I don't think he's been good. I think that's a lot of that is minutes, you know, kind of manipulating results, being sheltered, this, and that. Easier matchups because Ruff has not played him up in the lineup, but at no point has he been underwater. I don't think he's been unplayable at any point. And frankly, they just have not given this the runway it deserves. How many minutes has he gotten with Dahlin? Any? I think him and Samuelson played some minutes together, and like the results were really, really good in a really, really short amount of time. I mean, most of his minutes are with Byram, I think, right? Who are his most common pair mates?
Well, let's see. I'm looking at all pairs over 10 minutes. Played 58 minutes with Samuelson, had a 68.1 expected goal percentage. Next is Dahlin and Kesselring. They played 40 minutes, which is 65.1.
It's actually way more than I would have thought.
Then Bryson and Kesselring played 29 minutes together, 48.3. Byram and Kesselring, 108 minutes together, 46.9. Power and Kesselring played 138 minutes together at a 44.6.
It just does not feel like it should be that much.
When did Stanley and Kesselring play together?
First game against the Sharks?
Okay, he played 12 minutes, and they were at a 36.4.
Yeah, they got shelled that game. That's the last time we've seen Kesselring.
Yeah, that's it. So, I mean, when he was with Samuelson and Dahlin, he was pretty damn good. Byram and Power was, all right. So I guess he played with those guys more than I thought. But at least as of recently, he was third pair. And I mean, granted, for most of that 40-game stretch, the third pair was kind of just rotating with top guys, so...
We're putting way too much stock into this third pair. I think we've gone on, like in other episodes too, we've gone on for like hours.
Kesselring's different. Like, this was like when we argued last week about Metso, where I'm just kind of like, yes, he should be in, but I'm kind of rolling my eyes. Like, Kesselring, you can aim higher. Like, this could be a real asset for you. And I know the runway's short here to the playoffs, so you're really not going to get a good look at it, but it's just jarring. And I just do worry that we're heading towards a divorce already, which just feels premature. Just feels really premature. Sure. Like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know. Do not know. All right, anything else? Anything else about the team?
Lion.
Goaltending? I was going to say.
Goaltending's been pretty bad.
Man.
It is
his net. It's his net.
It hasn't even been bad. Lion's been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got shelled. And some of that stuff against Washington wasn't all his fault, but like, man, just tough. That'll kill your confidence as a goaltender. Getting pulled 6 minutes into a game, letting in 3 on like, 4 shots?
I think so.
It's tough for him. He had such a good season, but just a bad end of the season.
So,
I mean, there's still a game.
So right now,
you'll probably still get a game.
What's Luukkonen's leash in the playoffs? I want to keep asking this question.
2 games.
2 games.
Depends how he plays in a loss.
If the Sabres lose 6-2 game 1, are you going to Lion right away?
Yeah, they might switch him up.
I think they'll throw him back in. It's 2 games, and if he has another bad game, then I think they'll switch.
It's probably right. Like I just said, I think Lion will get one more start, and if he has another one, then I 100% agree with you. If he plays fine, then I think it's definitely still UPL's net, but if he has one stinker, I don't think you can discount how good Lion was most of the season. Hopefully he just got out of his system. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Colton Ellis has played more recently than Alex Lyon, so maybe his name should be thrown in.
Good for him.
Good
for him to get in.
I was happy to see him get in. I mean,
he
not in the circumstances, but
I know you didn't like the Protas goal.
I know that was tough.
He was deep in his net, but it's 2-on-1. He got beat clean by Leonard. I think considering the circumstances, he was fine. So, what are you going to do? Everything's at a low point right now.
It's fine. The
Good
drought's
news about
over.
that.
Not Jack Quinn.
Hi, Jack Quinn. He's been good,
Jack
man.
Quinn's at a high point.
He's been good. JP, are we back to not trading him territory?
I mean,
Oh boy.
I feel like, I feel like, yeah, with how good he's playing. I mean, seriously.
We'll see. I'll hinge my opinion on playoff performance.
Fair enough.
Completely fair.
Fair enough.
Completely fair.
All right, anything else?
This isn't related to the Sabres, but Don Stevens, I feel like give like a quick shout out.
That was great. That was very cool to see him hop on.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to see him
Commentate
call
the
a
game.
period.
Call a penalty shot.
I had to
got
rewatch it
Don
because I was at the
Stevens,
game, but
and it was Don Stevens' night at Blue Cross last night on Saturday. Amherst picked up a big overtime win against the Providence Bruins. Big for their playoff race, so that was very, very
Constantini
cool.
overtime winner.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Matteo
Wow.
Constantini. So good for them. They're fighting and clawing their way to get in their playoff push. So awesome for them. Awesome for Don. Awesome to see him get on a Sabres broadcast. That was very cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff all around.
I was looking at Amherst's schedule, thinking of Consta. Their season does go 4 days longer. Like, I think our last game is Wednesday, April 15th. I believe their last game is April 19th. So I gotta imagine their playoffs are gonna be a little pushed back. So, like, for those who want Consta up, like Jonah, and I'm not saying you're wrong, the timelines might not make sense if, like, you want the Amherst eliminated for that to happen.
Thanks for shitting on my day.
Yep, you're welcome.
All right. Weekly preview?
Okay, yeah. Weekly preview time.
Off the cuff, JP. You got this.
Completely off the cuff. Did not have time to do it this weekend,
my God.
unfortunately. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, with today being Easter and being a busy day, I just was not able to get to it. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe you guys can help out a little.
I'll jump in. All right.
We got three games. We got 3 games this week. Tampa at home, Rangers away, and Columbus at home. First game is against Tampa tomorrow night. This is at home. This is a Goathead night. It is also the Dingus Day celebration. I mean, they'll also be having playoff apparel in the store just for tomorrow, I believe they said. Like, it's open. The store's going to open at its usual time tomorrow, like 10. I think it's only through the rest of that day where they're having apparel. Beer Sabre will be back for the last game
only.
this season at
One
least,
night
which is
only.
ridiculous.
Limited event.
It's ridiculous. I think they're giving away playoff towels, or they're giving away some sort of towels.
Like a rally towel, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's... If you have tickets or if you're thinking of going, I mean, this is going to be a big game, not even just for the standings, but obviously first game at home since the drought should be a great atmosphere. But, I mean, this is a massive game. This is basically their last chance for the division. If they want the division, they have to win this game with how Tampa is playing and with how the Canadians are playing. Tampa, they're 48-22-6, first in the Atlantic. They're 2 points in front of us, and they have a game in hand. They also have one more regulation win than us. So they do have that tiebreaker as well. I believe we had that tiebreaker for some time, but obviously we lost it over this last stretch. So if we want first place in the division, we have to win this game in regulation, basically.
Mm-hmm.
This is the biggest game remaining on our schedule. This past week, they lost to the Canadiens, and now they're on a 2-game winning streak, beating the Penguins and beating the Bruins. Let's see. Their goaltending, it's Andrei Vasilevskiy. Obviously having an incredible year. He's 4th in the league in goal save above expected. He has 37 wins this year. He's at a .912 save percentage. He is doing his thing. Let's see. They last played Saturday, so yeah, they don't have another game. They do. We're actually interesting that I'm looking at their schedule. They play Ottawa on Tuesday, so they get Ottawa on their second half of back-to-back. I don't think Ottawa plays on Monday.
There are Montreal games left.
They don't. Yeah, they play them Thursday, I believe. Yep.
Big week.
Mm-hmm. So it's a big week for Tampa as well. This is actually the start of a 4-game road trip for Tampa, too. They face Buffalo, Ottawa, Montreal, and Boston all away.
Wow.
And they play 4 games this week, where we play 3 and we get a long break. So let's see. Jonah, could you pull up Puckpedia and just say if there's any injuries? Could you at least do that
Hagel's
for me?
questionable.
Yeah, I know Hagel's questionable. I really hope he's going to play. Kucherov still doing his...
Like a Rago Gudis quote, want to stand behind my actions.
Yeah. Kucherov has 125 points. Is that leading the league?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm looking. There any other injuries?
I'm looking. This is your job.
He is 1 point less
Victor
than
Hedman,
McDavid.
Victor Hedman was recently placed on LTIR.
That's right.
Dominic James is still hurt. He was hurt in that Sabres Tampa Bay game in Tampa a few weeks back. Scott Sabrin was hurt. Hagel is still day-to-day. Then it's Declan Carlisle. And then Maxwell Crozier.
So they still got some
remains to be
injuries.
seen if we'll get Hagel.
Yeah. Kucherov, he's 1 point behind McDavid, and he's 3 points in front of McKinnon, so he is really pushing to have the most points this year. I think he's been on fire recently, so he'll probably continue that against us, knowing Kucherov. Gensel, he's at 84 points. He could maybe get to the 90-point mark. Hagel, 73 points. Darren Radish at 67 points. Doesn't he have a contract due after the season? Like, is he going to get freaking paid? Even though I saw...
He just set the all-time single-season record for a Lightning defenseman.
Wow. I did see a rumor that came out recently, though, that NHL executives thinks it's a product of his environment. But I still think he's going to get paid.
You're playing a power play with Nikita Kucherov. You might put up some points.
Yeah. I mean, he's 25. He's 25 power play points. So he still is, 42? 5 points. It's still pretty damn good. But, so yeah, those are the main guys really going crazy. Former Sabre. I mean, they have Johansson as their backup. He probably will not play. He definitely will not play. Zemgus Girgensons has 18 points in 69 games. Their special teams, power plays 14th, penalty equals 4th. So that's basically identical to us. I believe we're 15th and 5th right now. So similar special teams, but at the end of the day, I mean, this is the biggest game remaining. Honestly, my key to this game is probably don't get involved in shit early. I mean, we're so close to the playoffs. Like we said, we don't need any injuries to happen. I think it's going to be a lot less intensity than the last game, but we'll see. This is a major game, but, let's play it smart. We got 5 games left. We already clinched. This is really only for seeding, so don't get in any stupid fights, is what I would say. Okay. And then the Sabres play on Wednesday against, I believe it is against, they're at the Rangers. And I think this game, I don't believe it's on MSG. No, this is a TNT game. So 7 o'clock at the Rangers. This is a TNT game. The Rangers have actually had some big wins recently for the Sabres in particular. They were obviously the team to send to send the Sabres to the playoffs. We have not mentioned at all that Gabe Perreault is the final Drought hero and how incredible it is that G. Perreault had a hat trick to send the Sabres into the playoffs. Yep.
Chills, bro. Chills.
It is pretty crazy. But this
Does
week,
he get cheered his next time at KeyBank Center?
No.
Low key. Low key. So after losing 6 in a row, they have won 5 of their last 6. And their last 2 games they've won against the Red Wings and the Capitals. Unfortunately, their one loss was to the Canadiens. But they did beat the Red Wings, which obviously got us to the playoffs. So they're actually playing some good hockey, even though they really have not been that good. They're not a good team, but they're playing good. And they are going to be coming off of a long period of rest. They played today. They won 8-1 against Washington. And then they don't play until they play us. So they have a full 2 days of rest. So we will be at the slight rest disadvantage. They are currently 33, 36, and 9, last in the Metro. They are last in our conference. They are 4th last in the league, tied with Kraken at 75 points, so maybe 5th. Do they have their first round pick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, they
So
do.
that
They
would
will
be
be in contention
Probably
for Kevyn McKenna.
that would be the story of the draft if they didn't. But this year, like the Leafs.
That's true. But yeah, they are in full Gavin McKenna talks right now. But if they keep up this winning streak with 4 games left, they could easily
Jump a few
like,
teams. Yeah.
Like, literally, they could probably drop, 5, 6, 7 spots. They're at 75 points. Panthers are at 77. Leafs at 78. The Blues 76. Jets 78. So, ideally, they probably want to lose, but they're playing some good hockey right now. Let's see. Shesterkin. He is... Where is he? He's 5th in the league in goal save above expected. Still doing his thing. 25 wins this year. Has a 9.12. Jonathan Quick is actually the guy who beat the Red Wings and sent us into the playoffs. I believe, is Quick retiring?
I don't think he announced it.
Because they were saying that during the broadcast that this could be one of his last games.
He definitely hasn't announced anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, if it's him, he is 40 years old. I wouldn't be surprised. But, do they have any injuries, Jonah?
Yeah, Euro Vakinainen and Matt Rempe. Euro Vakinainen is basically, day to day. Matt Rempe's on IR for a thumb injury. That's it.
All right, so nothing crazy. Their power play is 7th in the league. Penalty kill is 16th. Point leaders, Mika Zibanejad is just under a point per game, 75 and 77 games. Lafreniere is 53 and 78. Adam Fox has 50 points in 51 games. Still having a pretty good number season, even though the discourse around him has changed the last year or two. JT Miller has 50 points in 64 games. Gabe Perreault, 25 points in 45. Former Sabres, Will Borgen, he has 15 points in 71 games. I think that's it for former Sabres. Definitely looks like it. But at the end of the day, this game, I mean, this is looking at our schedule. This is probably your theoretical easiest game left. I mean, you got, I guess you still got Chicago, but you got Tampa, New York, Columbus, Chicago, and Dallas. This is a game, if you want to win the division, you just have to win. It's simple as that. They're playing good hockey, so it's not going to be a pushover game, but this is a game that you got to win with all the seeding ramifications. And then the Sabres play at home.
Christian's fighting.
I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth between the injuries and the screen. My eyes are hurting. I got to take my contacts out.
Yeah, and unconsciousness.
No, I'm still here. I got the injuries
JP.
up on the screen.
Sabres are at home versus Columbus on Thursday. This is at 7 p.m. This will be on MSG. I think this is a theme night. Actually, no, it's not. It
It's
is
their last throwback.
Yes,
correct?
it's their last throwback Thursday. Yes. So last Goathead game of the year. They probably
Do we
will not
think they
wear
wear
those.
them in the playoffs?
Can
No.
they?
I think they can. I don't
They
know.
shouldn't.
07 Sabres threw on the throwbacks for their game fives. Do the Sabres do it for their third home games of the series?
They
I
do
think
feel
they'll
evil
do
on
it.
them.
I think they'll do it.
What is our record this year with them? I'd love to know.
I don't
All
know.
the jerseys. But
I think our record in all the jerseys are pretty good.
that's true. Columbus, they're 38, 27, and 12. Fifth in the Metro. They are fighting for their playoff lives.
Struggle bus. What have they lost?
Yes.
4 straight now? What's their
They've
record in
lost-
the last 10?
They've lost
It's
six
like
in a
really
row.
bad.
They're 3-6-1.
Shocking, honestly.
Were very hot.
They were up on the Penguins at one point. They had the second spot in the Metro
Yep.
like a week ago, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. They've lost 6 in a row, and only one of them went to overtime. They are, they're in a bad spot. It's funny. I'm looking at this wild card race, and I mean, it's a dogfight with how many teams are still left. But if I'm looking at the teams, Capitals lost today. Columbus has lost 6 in a row. Red Wings have lost 2 in a row. Islanders has lost 4 in a row. The Bruins have lost 3 in a row. The only team in a wild card spot that's on a quote unquote winning streak, or they're fighting for it, is the Senators, and they're on a 1-game winning streak. So as much as this is a dogfight, none of these teams are really playing that good right now.
I think the line has dropped from like 99. I think it's gonna be like 95 or 96 now.
Yeah, it's
Of course,
crazy.
it happens right at the end of the year.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Flyers, they're in a division spot right now. They
I-
were
they're at
like
90
out of it.
points.
I think they're gonna make it.
Porter Martone, first career goal,
They're like at the
overtime
battle-
winner.
Battle up, dude. This first round might be really good.
It always is. It's the way the format is.
No,
and the
but
rest
I
of them
mean, like, the
suck
matchup.
ass.
Like you know how we were gearing up for another Carolina Islanders series.
Ugh.
Now it's gonna be like Carolina Senators, Sabres Habs, Tampa
Penguins,
Boston. I think will
Flyers.
be intriguing, and then you get Battle of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Even if
So
I
you're
think
saying
the Penguins
Batman's
win in like
cooking.
5. Listen, I've said this. Listen. If you're a participant in the playoffs, like we are now, we can say that. Yeah, the seeding sucks. But from a viewer perspective, like the first round is the best thing in sports, and that's what Batman wants.
Yep.
Pure chaos. So I like the matchups right now. They're good.
But yeah, they're really fighting it. They're 2 points out of a division spot. I believe 1 point out of 2 points out of division and wild card spot. So they are fighting it.
I think their best bet at this point is just to get a division spot.
Well, Ottawa's at 90 and the Flyers are at 90. So, I mean, either or.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, you look at the tiebreakers, though, of any of these. The Flyers only have 24 regulation wins.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I guess Columbus only 27.
Columbus has been an overtime team.
Yeah. But, I mean, at least right now, if Columbus and Flyers tie with points, I mean, Columbus probably would have the tiebreaker. So, Columbus, they have 5 games left. They face Detroit on Tuesday, and then us on Thursday, Montreal on Saturday, then Boston, and then Washington. So they do have a rough last 5 games. All teams fighting for their playoff lives or playing for seeding.
Yeah, I think they have. Let me go to Tankathon real quick.
And if you haven't caught on already,
schedule?
We will be on the second half of back-to-back against them, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Boston, 3rd hardest schedule. Columbus, 5th hardest. Yep.
And they play a back-to-back on Saturday, Sunday. They get Boston in the second half of a back-to-back.
Montreal's got... I'm just looking at schedules here. They got a Tampa game left, obviously. They play Philly, they play Columbus, and they play the Islanders. Desperate teams. Whereas the Sabres, obviously Tampa tomorrow, but they got a Blackhawks game, a Rangers game. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to relate it back to the Sabres.
We got a lot of division matchups, or in-conference matchups these last 2 weeks with all these teams. So I think you'll see a lot of movement among the standings this next week or two. Their special teams, not a strong point. 21st in power play and 27th in penalty kill. So this is somewhere where you can hopefully take advantage. But goaltender, probably be Jet Greaves. 24 wins. He has 909. He's 6th in the league in goal save above expected. So we are facing the 4th, 5th, and 6th in goalies and goal save above expected this week. So
nice. Awesome.
Not the best. And we're coming off of facing Logan Thompson and Ilya Sorokin. So we faced in the last 2 weeks the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th best goalies in the league this year. So maybe that's also a reason why we haven't been playing the best. But
yep.
But yeah, Jet Greaves has been very good. Look at their points. Zach Werenski is leading them in points with 78. Is he the Norris favor right now? If they make the playoffs?
Yeah, right.
They're never going to give it to him. We know who's going to.
Did you see?
Probably.
All right, I have to bring this up. Did you see the Bucci Gross clip going around today? He was on Chicklets recently. He said he was going to pick Werenski because he gets a ballot this year for some reason. And he said he's going to give Werenski the nod because he won the gold medal.
That's ridiculous.
That isn't
interesting.
That is awful. That is
rationale.
That's awful.
Take that ballot away.
I mean, he might be voting for the right guy, but for the wrong reason.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little confused, but he got the spirit. Continue, JP.
Their top forward point producer, Kirill Marchenko, 64 points, 26 goals, 38 assists. Then Charlie Coyle at 56 points, Fantilli at 55. The one you go down the list, which is interesting, Kent Johnson, only 21 points. I don't believe they have any former Sabres on here. No, doesn't look like it. Ivan Provorov, he has 30 points. Severson, 32. Cole Sillinger is 33. Boone Jenner, 35. It's really Werenski and Marchenko, but I mean, Rensky being 14 points above the next closest on his team, and he's as a defenseman, he's that good. He's very good. Do we have any injuries, Christian?
Yeah, all these guys are on IR. Matthew Olivier, upper body. Dmitry Voronkov, hand. Damon Severson, shoulder. And Brendan Smith, knee.
All right. Then, honestly, you're looking at this. Special teams, this is something you got to take advantage of. Other than that, I mean, they're on the second half of back-to-back against a team playing desperate. I guess try and at least get a point, but, I mean, let's turn around this week. I mean, at the end of the day, hopefully this Tampa game is a good reset, and we'll get their blood flowing, and we'll get them back on track. Because if not, then they're definitely going to fall out of the division race and could lose home ice advantage. So, big week ahead. Got 3 games, but after these 3 games, you do have a little bit of a rest, which is nice. So, they play Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then they don't play until Monday. So, they have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, which is that's huge time to get some rest before the playoffs start. So, definitely let's take advantage of this week and look forward to that rest this weekend. So, at the end of the day, Tampa, 7 o'clock at home. This will obviously be a big game. Sabres returning to Buffalo. We got a Goat Head night, Dingus Day celebration. Big game at home. Then you got at Rangers Wednesday at 7 p.m. This will be on TNT. Last TNT game of the season, I believe. And then Columbus Thursday at 7 p.m. This is home. Last Goat Head game of the season, possibly. Big week. Let's try and get 2 out of 3. But if you were to win any game this week, it's got to be tomorrow.
What's the average BAC in the arena tomorrow?
Not legal to drive.
You got to include the beer Sabre in that. I mean, that's...
Yeah. Yeah, what's like the average BAC at approximately 7:38 p.m.?
If the Sabres are up, too. And if there's some fights... Like, what if this game is, like, crazy, like
Part 2.
The last game? Yeah.
I need a goalie fight. Give me Luukkonen versus Vasilevsky.
Oh, jeez.
No.
That's the only way they can top the first one. Yeah, don't mess. I feel like Vasilevsky could definitely, like, knock his teeth in. I don't know. All right. Guys, we got 2 more regular one more regular episode left.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a playoff preview.
Playoff preview.
About
No more
time.
weekly preview. It's a series preview.
That'll probably be its own episode, honestly.
Definitely.
Probably do a regular season recap. Fuck, we should probably get a Q&A in here somewhere.
Player
Mailbag.
grades, too. You got to do at some point. A lot of end of
That'll
season
be
stuff
after
that
the
we were
season.
used to doing once they...
We have
missed
so
the
much
playoffs.
droughts. I'm so excited for the drought stuff we can do in the summer. We're doing a drought draft. It's going to happen.
Yes. I remember we did this, had to be 2, 3, 4 maybe years ago. What is that website where it's all like the quizzes?
Sporkle.
Yeah,
Sporkle.
Sporkle. I remember there was a list of every single drought player.
And that was
And
like 20.
The 4 of us did that,
22.
including
I think,
Derek.
Like that was like 2020, I think.
Yeah.
Like that was right around COVID as well.
I hope there's an updated one. I hope
We
there's
need
an updated one. That could just be an episode in itself, naming every single drought player, and we'd forget some.
We would.
You definitely would.
A lot of content. It's going to be exciting.
Gonna be a
Playoff
good summer.
preview.
Gonna be a good rest of the season. All right.
Should
It's gonna be
we?
good.
I'm putting this on air. I mentioned this a few weeks ago. I know Christian's getting pissed off that I keep bringing up more stuff. He wants to go to bed, but I mentioned this a few weeks ago. Should we grow a playoff beard?
I can't grow a beard,
Start it
man.
now.
Should it be once the playoffs start?
They clinched already.
I know, but I already shave. I mean, I think we all shave for Easter.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't.
This wasn't even my
anything,
idea.
man.
One of my coworkers actually said it to me.
If the people want it, I need if people want playoff beards, I need to see 10 tweets on Twitter asking for it. Add us,
Want some
comment.
comments.
Yeah. Well, okay. I need 20 comments on YouTube, 10 tweets.
That seems
That's
like
what
a
I
lot.
need. And I'm not good with beards either.
I've never. I
You
couldn't
are not
tell you-
either. I don't
no,
know why
I'm
you're
not,
so.
but I would do it for the Sabres. Are you kidding me?
Listen, we gotta look presentable.
Clean shaven.
Yeah.
I'm
All
not on
bets
the
are
ice.
off. Sabres are in the playoffs. Everything changes. Someone else clinched the playoffs this weekend. Buffalo Bandits clinched the playoffs.
Yeah, they were
I'd throw
down
that
and
out
out in
there.
Is this the
February.
best? Is this the best period in Buffalo sports history?
Ooh.
We're going into after hour stuff, guys. This is like OT after hour stuff.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing an overtime episode tonight, unfortunately.
Don't think so.
We'll try to get one out tomorrow for the patrons. Closing thoughts? Christian?
I think I've said my piece this episode, guys. We're on 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I love it. I could keep going. I could keep going.
Drought is over. Let's have some fun.
Yeah,
5
let's have
games
some
left.
fun.
Let's get to the playoffs. Now I'm excited for it.
Let's keep the vibes high,
It's gonna be
Buffalo.
fun.
So it's the first game supposed to be that Saturday or Sunday? So we're like literally 2 weeks away.
They've been saying the 18th is the first day of playoffs.
So less than 2 weeks.
11 days.
Mhm.
11 days by the time. Oh, no, 12 days. 12 days. We have crossed into Monday, so it is April 6th.
Yep.
We've been recording for a while. All right. Let's keep the vibes high. Let's back this team, all right? I know this stretch has been worrisome. I know it has not been their best stretch of hockey, but they weren't going to continue their .800 winning percentage forever. Let's back them. Support the guys. Feels weird being the optimist, but they deserve it. God damn it, they deserve it. They are the drought breakers. They deserve our support. So let's give it to them. But on that note, thank you very much for listening. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at the Sabre Report. Also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sabre Report. If you listen to this on YouTube, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the drought being broken? What do you think? It's awesome. Where were you? Tell us your story. Tell us how you're feeling. Tell us how you're feeling about the team. We always read them, and we always appreciate them. Go check out part 2 of the Drought Iceberg if you haven't already. That's out. Seems like people are loving it. It's been a long time coming. I appreciate that. Drought Iceberg got a lot of... Weirdly, people were going back and giving the old one I posted during the summer a retweet, which I found hilarious because I've added like 30 entries since. People were like, man, this is absurd. I'm like, you haven't even seen the final version. So that was funny to see. So it's good to hear people are enjoying part 2. Hopefully, though, the wait for part 3 will not be as long, which it shouldn't be, given the off season is within range. Within the next, hopefully, 2 to 3 months. But we'll see how far the Sabres go. Go give our friends over at the Buffalo Sports Talk podcast a listen. They're doing Sabres stuff. I think they got a Sabres episode planned. Weirdly, first didn't think they had it in them, but. Guess I'm wrong. They do great stuff. Bills draft is coming up in, was it 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What day is the NFL draft?
27th, 28th.
Mm-hmm. So they're
Could
in
be.
draft mode.
Could be playoff hockey on the same time the draft is happening.
I know. Could be. Bean's going to do
Very
something
likely,
to steal the
actually.
spotlight.
Didn't he
could
do
not.
something yesterday?
Well, no, but Josh and Haley
Oh,
announced
yeah.
their baby. Like,
Yeah, come on, hold
like
off.
the day the drought, like when they were playing in Ottawa, like it was potentially going to be broken. Our baby's been born. Bean's like, you got to tell people now. The Sabres cannot be stealing our thunder.
Every time.
Dean literally will not let them have anything. But they're in draft mode, doing great coverage. They were talking some wide receivers last episode. Some preliminary thoughts on the draft. So good stuff from them. Looking forward to their Sabres episode. Should be a good time. On that note, just want to take this second to thank all TSR patrons. Thank you to our core tier members and to our premium tier patrons, specifically Derek Pastricki, Zach Benson, Grant Budney, Tajin Slug, Nick Santos, Nathan Little, and Tim Z. Your support is very much appreciated, and we could not do this without you guys. On that final note, the drought is over. You can pinch yourself. It's real. There's going to be playoff hockey in Buffalo, folks. We've waited 15 years for this. Get excited. See you next time. And as always, go Sabres.
Go Sabres.
Go Sabres.